puts that fridge in its place. There's a lot that I don't like about this fridge, this animated fridge. I don't like that it has eyebrows. I definitely don't like that it has fingernails. Yep, your wife cooking you dinner is hilarious.
Refrigerator, refrigerator, yes, mommy. Do you have sauces? No, mommy. Telling lies? No, mommy. Open your door. Ha, ha, ha.
Why would anyone buy this type of fridge? Like, this is obviously some sort of smart robo fridge, but it's terrifying. It has like voice commands so you can activate it by saying refrigerator, refrigerator. But then it just comes careening into the room and skids to a halt. This giant ass fridge that weighs like 1,000 pounds is zooming around your house at top speeds, drifting around corners like, yes, mommy! And the voice commands don't even work very well, because you're like, do you have sauces? And it's like, no, mommy. I guess it's fucking with you. It's just like joking around. I don't want a fridge with a personality. Just give me my sauces. It's a naughty little fridge for sure.
Do you have ice cream? No, Johnny. Telling lies? No, Johnny. Open your door. Ha, ha, ha.
What was that? This robo fridge is like malfunctioning. It was either trying to take the ice cream back or it was trying to like smack that kid. Give me that fucking ice cream! This fridge is not safe.
Do you have chocolates?
This is like a weird detail they added in. Why is it that every time anyone takes a step in this house, there's like dust clouds coming from their feet? Like they're giants walking around like sending shockwaves every time they take a step. Either that or it's just a dusty ass house. These people need to clean up.
Do you have cupcake? No, darling.
What I really want to know from this video is, why doesn't the fridge want anybody to have the food inside of it? What is it trying to hide? Oh, damn. Look at that kid's swag. Holy shit, wait, hold on. This kid has like a little saunter going on. He's confident.
Refrigerator, refrigerator, yes, Chia.
Wait, what the fuck was the fridge just doing before the kid showed up? Did anybody notice that? It was like hunched over, shaking its head until it noticed the kid was there. And when the kid's walking up, look, you can see its face and it's like trembling. He's scared. Dude, what the fuck? What if this food is like part of the fridge? Does opening the door and taking food out hurt the fridge? Is it like the same as me walking up to you and being like, hey, can I rip open your stomach and pull out your kidneys? Dude, this poor fridge, I feel bad for it now. Not only is it a half human, half fridge living in this house full of just humans, so it already feels like it doesn't belong, not to mention having this dude as a dad. And this woman is clearly not his mom because she's not a refrigerator. This shit is darker than I thought.
Yes, Chia. Do you have chocolates?
I can't figure out what accent this is. It's either like a Ukrainian accent or it's like if a person from India was trying to speak English with a French accent. And what is this teaching our children? Is this how everybody's gonna be talking in a few years? Yo, dude, could you pass me some of those chocolates? Oh yeah, for sure, but let me get some of those sauces. This video ends exactly how you'd expect. Everybody comes into the kitchen and the fridge takes a picture of everybody with a selfie stick.
Bye-bye. Have fun.
This video has 130 million views. That's insane. This video's doing like Disney numbers. So now you probably understand why this video went viral on Twitter. It's a very strange video. But what's even weirder than that is that next to all of their other videos, this video isn't even that weird. All of their videos are this weird. And it's also weird that these videos that are supposed to be teaching kids how to like speak English are being made by people whose grasp of the English language is not very good. As you can see in this video, which is called Let's Together Bath Song.
Let's together bath, let's together bath. Come everybody, just come.
It sounds like they're trying to coerce the kids into something sketchy. Come, come, everybody, just come. Just come! Don't ask any questions. Let's together bath. Most of these videos are barely even songs. They're just people talking over music. There's no rhyming and there's not really any flow to it. It's just like a conversation over music, like this video.
Johnny, Johnny,
Yes, Papa.
wake up baby, wake up baby.
No, no, no. I want to sleep more.
See, 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 your sister is up.
Let me see. I'm gonna wake up, Papa.
I'm gonna wake up now, papa. Okay, you may have noticed in their intro, there's two babies, and then there's this weird-ass ice cream cone with a face. Well, in this video, we get to meet him and learn all about what he does.
Ice cream, so many types of ice cream.
Hello?
Ice cream, so many types of ice cream.
So, this living, talking ice cream cone is walking around town selling ice cream for children to eat. That's not good. This seems a little bit fucked up. I don't know if I like this. I don't know if I like this ice cream dude walking around town selling babies of his own species for other kids to eat. What kind of message is that for kids? Honestly, really, what kind of message is it? I don't understand what this video is supposed to be.
So many types of ice cream. Ball ice cream, cup ice cream, cone ice cream, bar ice cream, ice cream.
I'm with you on every type of ice cream except ball ice cream? What is ball ice cream? Is ball ice cream a thing? I've never heard of it. It must be something that they don't have in America. Or maybe they do and I've just never seen it. And everybody's gonna comment correcting me. And I'm gonna feel like an idiot. Should I even leave this in the video at this point? Well, it's too late to edit it out. All right.
Ice cream.
Whoa, dude, that kid wants ice cream. That kid's like way faster than everybody else. He's like, yes! And why is that funny? What's with all the sound effects in these videos? Like, why is the wife sitting down and the dad putting his arm around her like a wow moment? And why does the dad laugh hysterically at everything? My wife was cooking me dinner and now she's sitting?
Ice cream, so many flavors of ice cream. Whitish vanilla, greenish pista, pinkish strawberry, brownish chocolate, ice cream.
Okay, they had me with all of the flavors except for greenish pista. I assume that pista is short for pistachio, but I've never heard anybody call it that before. I've also never heard anybody except for my 84-year-old grandpa say that they like pistachio ice cream, but maybe it's big with the kids too, I don't know.
Ice cream, there come the ball ice creams. Ice cream,
Wow.
there come the ball ice cream.
Oh, there come the ball ice cream. Yep, there he come, down the slide, looking kind of creepy.
Yellowish mango, greenish pista, purple grape.
Everybody's favorite flavors of ice cream, mango, pista, and grape. That sounds like some great ball ice cream to me.
We are ball ice cream.
Okay, that kid needs to calm the fuck down. That was the same kid that was like sprinting way faster than everybody else trying to get the ice cream, and now he's stealing that girl's ice cream. This kid's too into ice cream. He needs to calm down.
Ice cream, there come the cup ice cream.
Okay, that's a cupcake.
We are cup ice cream. Ice cream.
Okay, this part of the video just confuses the fuck out of me because what is up with this gorilla? It's this whole song about ice cream, and then all of a sudden it just cuts to this random ass gorilla wearing a tank top with a $sign on it. He's got rolled up jeans and he's got a rollie on the wrist. He just comes out of nowhere and nobody even acknowledges him. It just immediately cuts to a different shot and they start singing about ice cream again. Does nobody see the gorilla? Is this gorilla even at the same park? Did they mean to put the shot in there? Who is this gorilla? Oh, now he's sitting with the kids. Great. These kids' dad needs to stop laughing hysterically at everything and get them out of there. That gorilla could be dangerous. I know he's dressed like a person, but he's still a gorilla.
Ice cream, there come the cone ice cream.
Alright, so this video just goes on and on like this. Every different type of ice cream comes and sings about their type of ice cream, but it's basically the same verse over and over and over again. It's kind of boring. Like, the least they could have done is just had one type of ice cream come and just drop bars on this song. This song would really benefit from like a dope-ass rap verse. Like if the bar ice cream came and dropped bars, that would be sick.
There come the bar ice cream.
Yeah, I got lots of money. I got lots of cars. Bitch, I'm the bar ice cream. Coming through with the bars. Hey, yeah, all iced out, but I got no cream. Call me Pista, cause I got green. Melt some grape up in my lean. Maybe cold, but I bring that heat. Well, that's really all I have to say about Billion Surprise Toys. It's fucking weird. Now, could it be considered kind of lame to make a whole video picking apart the logic in a children's video? Yes, but did you just... Hello everyone and welcome back to my second channel. This is my second channel, it is not my main channel. And if you're new here, this is where I like to get a little bit goofier, a little bit wackier, a little bit sillier, and I also like to drink LaCroix, which is why I have a lemon LaCroix right here. All right, hell yeah. So you may have noticed I'm not in the room that I'm usually recording my second channel videos in, and that is because today what we're going to be doing on my second channel is addressing the absolute horrid state of this room. This room is in disarray, and I need to fix it before it drives me and everyone else insane. There's a lot of issues with this room, but the one that is really driving me crazy, and I'm getting so many comments about, is the absolute mess back here. The Greg letters are on the floor. I got paintings over here. It looks like there was an earthquake. I live in Illinois. There was no earthquake. And this is all because this shelf fell off the wall. That was really the inciting incident to all this, and I have just not fixed it yet because I don't even know how it fell off the wall. I'll explain all of this. So I've been meaning to rearrange this room for a while now because I don't even like this angle that I film at. I want to switch it around and I want to redecorate it and I want to fix all that shit. So I thought it would be fun to document the experience because I never really show any other angles of this room. So it might be kind of interesting for you to see like what my setup really looks like and how I film my videos, and it might give you some good insight, and it'll just be a fun behind the scenes thing. Okay, first let me just give you like a 360 of the entire room so you can see where everything is, because I feel like this whole thing isn't gonna make sense unless you have an idea of what the whole room looks like, okay? This is where I film my videos. My tripod is there. I have these two lights. One is a softbox light, and then one is more of just like a little fill light. So if I put my camera right here, you will see the background. So all that's right there. This is the door that you would walk out to exit to the rest of my house. Then there's a closet right here. Then behind where I film is my green screen. So whenever I do green screen stuff in my videos, I basically just flip everything around to face this way. So I just flip around all the lights. So that's what I do right now. But I think I have a better system for that even too, where I won't have to be flipping things around as much. So then if we continue over here, I've got like a tripod, I've got some sound dampening foam. This table is a mess. This is like where I charge everything. This has my camera battery charger and other charging cables for charging my lav mic and stuff. It's basically just a table where I put all of my shit. I just put all my stuff on this table. There's no organization, there's no rhyme or reason. And to be honest, I don't really think I'm gonna fix this in this video. I think it's pretty much gonna stay like this. Then there's a window here, then here's the background of the videos, then there's this little nook. There's just a little nook in the room, which I think is really dope. Like if this were any other type of room, this could be like a little reading nook or something. But it has also led to a lot of confusion in my videos because with this behind me, it kind of just looks like a hallway. Like a lot of people have said that my videos look like they're filmed in a hallway. And then this is the closet, which I've actually turned into a recording studio. It's not a closet now, baby, it's a booth. So this is where I have recorded all of my songs since moving into this house. And it's actually been really great. The sound in here is really good. I've put like foam everywhere and these furniture blankets, like multiple layers of them. So the sound is really nice in there. I will not be changing anything in there. Oh, also, I just want to give you a full idea of the total disaster that's going on over here. So the reason everything is like this is because this shelf that was on the wall fell. If I take off these pictures, you will see the damage that also, by the way, I love these pictures. People gave these to me on tour. They were hand painted and they're really awesome. So thank you to whoever gave me these pictures. The damage done by the shelf falling was severe, to say the least. Here you can see there's still screws in the wall from where the shelf was hanging. These holes actually have nothing to do with the shelf falling. This is actually where I tried to put the screws in at first when I was hanging the shelf, and I fucked it up and had to pull them out of the wall. So each side has a screw and a hole. But I'm so confused about how the shelf fell because the screw, it just attached to these screws. It kind of just hooks on. And both of the screws are still in the wall. If you could see the way the shelf attaches to the wall, to the screws, it does not make any sense to me how it fell off the wall. The only explanation is ghosts. I have no idea how the shelf fell, which is why I have been so hesitant to put it back up, because I don't know how to prevent it from falling again, because I don't even know how it fell in the first place. Another thing worth noting is that I hate filming in this direction because there's a window in the background, and I never know whether to leave the window open or closed, because when I leave it open, you can see out there and see into my neighborhood, which I don't like, and when I leave it closed, it looks super dark back here. Like there's no light over here and it looks really dark. See, that just looks weird. It looks really ominous or something, but then when I open it, then it's too bright, so I don't know what to do about that. So with all that being said, I could try to fix the issue with the window. I don't know how. I could try to fix the holes in the wall, which I should probably do anyway with like spackle, or I can just change the angle that I film at to face a different wall, which is what I'm going to do. So right now I'm filming this way. My plan is to move this desk over to this wall with this window, and then my camera will go like here, and it will face this way towards that wall. I think the reason I picked this setup at first is because I knew I was gonna put my green screen here because it's so big and it wouldn't fit anywhere else. So I was like, okay, well then really the only other way I can film is this way, because any other way you would see my green screen. But I feel like if I'm filming like that, then you can't see the green screen. So it's fine. Or maybe you can a little, but honestly, I don't even really care if you can see the green screen. Everybody knows I use a green screen. What, did you think I was really there? In the videos where I'm at a school or wherever else I am? Oh, you thought I was really there, huh? Well, I bet now you feel like a dunce, don't you? Because it was all movie magic. So it'll kind of be like this, and I'll be like kind of sitting like here, maybe? Yeah, I think that looks way better, I think. This looks more like a room and less like a hallway. Or does it? You can still kind of see this way, which makes it look like a hallway. I don't know, man. It is kind of weird that there's 2 doors in the frame. I've been getting a lot of comments about how many doors are in the office that I shoot in downstairs. There's 2 doors to leave the room in different directions, and then there's double doors for the closet. So it looks really weird because there's 4 doors in there, which I never realized. But all right, well, the only way I can really know if this is gonna work for sure is if I actually start setting everything up. So I'm gonna move this table over there, and then we'll see what that looks like. Oh, also I forgot to mention, I don't like this wooden chair. This wooden chair is part of a dining room set that technically isn't even ours, it's Laura's sister's. And when we moved into this house, I was like, okay, eventually I'm gonna buy an office chair or something to put up here, but for now I'll just use this wooden chair. And then I've lived here for almost a year now, and I still haven't bought an actual chair, so I'm gonna do that too. But we're just gonna use this for testing purposes. Let's put this bad boy on a tripod and see how it looks, dude. I just wanna get an idea. Another thing is, since there's a window right here, I could probably just use natural light to film my videos, as long as it's light out. I don't know how well that'll work out. If it's constantly like changing brightness in here, maybe that won't be the best idea, but okay. I feel like that looks, no, actually that looks like shit. Just about to say, I feel like that looks decent, but now the only thing behind me is 2 doors. I need to move, I need to move this. Okay, and then let's move the table over. How about that? I don't know. Does that look so dumb? I gotta move all this stuff. Oh shit! There's actually a huge dent in the wall right here because a light fell and dented the wall. So I should probably be more careful with these. So let's take this off the wall. I don't know, the door situation is still kind of bugging me. I feel like it almost looks like I'm even more in a hallway now because there's multiple doors. It's like you're walking down a hallway and there's like door after door. That just looks weird. Okay, what if I just like zoom in so far that you can't even see the second door? Oh, that actually doesn't look horrible. I can kind of vibe with that maybe. I feel like that looks pretty good. And if I had some decorations back there, that's really gonna take it to the next level. I feel like this is going pretty well so far. I'm digging this. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clear out all this shit. And by clear it out, I mean probably move it over there where you can't see it. Then I'm gonna have to figure out how to decorate this. I'm gonna bring some of the decorations from over there and put them over here, and then get some new decorations and also put them over here, I think. So now it's time to do that. I forgot to mention this before, but one of the annoying things about the way I was filming before is that the table was right here, so every time I wanted to use the green screen, I had to take the table and chairs and like move them all the way back here and then like re-flip around the lights and everything to be able to face this way. But now there's no table here, so the green screen is totally open, so I can just start filming here. I I guess I did just put my lights behind a table, so I'll have to get them out from behind there every time I want to shoot over here. So that I didn't think about that. All right, I feel like this is a decent start. I've got my nutcracker guy, very important. So maybe, you know what I should do is just take a picture of me sitting right here. And I did this in the last video where I redecorated my office. But if I just take a picture of myself like this, then I can take it into Photoshop and just Photoshop the background to be exactly how I want it. And then I can decorate it to be exactly like that. So I'm gonna try that. Let's try that. Okay, I've come up with a plan. I've photoshopped the picture to be exactly how I want it. I actually switched around the lamp and the nutcracker. I just feel like it looks better like this. Then I put a little shelf back here or some kind of table or something to put things on. I feel like the Greg letters could be on a surface and I could put other knickknacks on there as well. I feel like that looked nice. And then over here I can have this poster or maybe, you know, switch it out occasionally if I've got another poster I want to use. I also feel like maybe I could have something right here, but I don't know what could go there yet. All in all, I feel like this photoshopping thing was a little bit unnecessary. The only thing I really added was a shelf, so I don't really know why I did this. But I do think it looks nice, so there's that. I mean, I feel like this helped me realize that what I was thinking does look nice. I got a shelf! I got a shelf! Here's my shelf. This is a little storage thing from IKEA that I've had for quite some time. I thought I was gonna have to go out and buy something, but I feel like this looks fine. It's just like a generic, dark looking shelf. I feel like it looks just fine. You know, I was kind of thinking maybe I want to go for a more like hyper modern vibe, but I don't know. I feel like that's kind of overdone with YouTuber backgrounds. They always try to make it look like super stylish and sleek and modern and stuff, and I feel like it doesn't really describe me very well, you know? I think this very plain, generic looking shelf really exemplifies what I'm all about a lot more. All right, let's decorate this shit. I feel like this is gonna look really good. All right. Does that look cool? It's kind of flat. What if I kind of angle the letters all crazy like this? Is that cool? Oh no, that's just kind of hard to read. Hi, Peanut. All right, maybe I'll just keep these like this. The only problem with this is that there's all these squares I have to fill up with other knickknacks, and I don't really know if I have an appropriate amount of knickknacks for that. I guess I've got like one little nutcracker and 3 little succulents. One little nutcracker goes here, or maybe here. And 3 little succulents goes there. And now I'm basically a professional interior designer. All right, let's see how this thing looks, dude. Chair. Oh, fuck, I was gonna get a different chair, too. All right, that's still on my to-do list. I'm not gonna do that in this video, but I do need to get a new chair. So just pretend that this is a different chair and not a wooden chair. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this. This looks pretty normal. I don't know why that's the criteria I'm looking for. Does it look normal? I'm the most normal looking YouTuber in the game with the most normal looking background. Oh, there's one other thing I forgot. Oh shit. Fuck, no, okay. I was like, did I just fuck up the wall? A light bulb. And actually, damn, I feel like that helps a lot. That just adds like a lot of ambiance in here. It feels a lot warmer. I feel like if there's any feeling that I really want people to feel when they watch my videos, it's warm and cozy. So I feel like that lamp helps a lot. It really warms up the room. But it is also an LED light bulb that can change colors using an app. In theory, if I didn't want it to be this nice warm tone, I could actually change it. Let's test out some different colors. So it could be a cool looking light like that, or it could be more warm like this. I feel like something like that looks nice. Then I can also go full color mode and just get wacky with it. Green? That looks crazy. That looks like I'm about to make slime. If I was a slime channel, this would be pretty dope. I can go green, I can go yellow. Hey guys, welcome back to the Piss channel. Blue looks kind of cool too, but I don't know, because then it starts feeling warm, and then this starts feeling more like it looks like a sci-fi movie or something. So is that what I want? I don't know. I'm just gonna go back to warm for now. I feel like that looks nice. Maybe I can change the color depending on what I'm talking about. I can be like, hey guys, today we're talking about the Incredible Hulk, or Spider-Man, or the ocean. All right, I feel like I definitely need more knickknacks in there. What kind of knickknacks can I put in there? Do I have any more knickknacks? I feel like I don't have anything. I need knickknacks that like define me, or like my content or my personality or something. I need things that like personify me. Like this poster of me with an inhaler, that says Danny, because that is Danny. Well, you know what? I'm gonna leave that empty for this video, but if you have any ideas of what knickknacks I can put in there, please let me know. If you find anything cool on Amazon, knickknack-wise, if you're sort of in tune with the world of knickknacks, let me know. I could go kind of the grandma route and just get some like, what are those like ceramic, are they called Hummel? Like figurines of like little boys, little Dutch looking boys and girls and stuff. That'd be kind of cool. Actually, it'd be kind of cool if I made this whole room look like a grandma's room. Or like a grandpa's house. If I could put like wallpaper up and a nice leather armchair. Now that would feel warm and cozy. Maybe I should just do that. Yeah, I feel like that looks pretty good for now. All right, well, I'm pretty satisfied with this. Let me know how you guys feel about it. And yeah, that's that. All right, this video has been brought to you by Ridge Wallet. If you don't know, Ridge Wallet is a company that makes really cool wallets and other accessories. Their wallets are super sleek, they're light, they're durable, industrial looking. I think they look really cool. They don't fold, they don't bulge in your pocket, so you don't have this weird looking lump in your back or front pocket, and it will change your whole pocket situation if you use one of these. They're great. Most wallets that people buy, even to this day, were like designed in the 90s. They've got like 3 folds. They're super bulky. They're meant to hold like everything that you could possibly need, and then like also 10 other cards that you'll never use. But the Ridge Wallet will keep you nice and minimal. It was actually designed to fit well in your front pocket. Here's my Ridge Wallet. They come in a variety of different materials. They come in metal, they come in carbon fiber. This one is called forged carbon. I think it's a really cool like texture, very neat, very unique looking, but they're all pretty industrial looking. They come in 30 colors and materials, all of them super durable. In fact, they all have a lifetime warranty. So if you buy one of these, you could carry it for your entire life. But don't just take my word for it, because they have 30,000 5-star reviews, and the Ridge team is so confident that you'll like your Ridge Wallet that they will let you have one for 45 days to test, and you can send it back for a full refund if you don't love it. Along with wallets, they also have a couple other cool accessories. They've got wallet phone cases. I just got one for my dad. They also have this, which is a bottle opener that is super strong and can fit in your wallet, so you'll never be without a bottle opener. So if you're interested in copping one of these bad boys, then get 10% off today, plus free shipping worldwide and free returns by going to ridge.com/DannyG. That's ridge.com/DannyG and use code DannyG. The link will be in the description. Thank you to Ridge for sponsoring this video and for sending me this wallet. It is very cool. And thank you to you guys for checking out Ridge. I highly recommend them. They're very quality wallets, and when you check out my sponsors, it helps me get more in the future. So much appreciated. All right, well, bye. A girl with an evil stepmother and 2 evil stepsisters. A creepy, unlikable love interest. A bunch of little Mexican mice. And a rapping dog. What do these things all have in common, you might ask? They're all elements of the perfect movie about the Titanic. Guys, today I'd like to take you on a trip back to the year 2000 to talk about the best movie about the Titanic ever made. Now, if you know anything about the movie Titanic, you're probably thinking to yourself, wait, didn't that movie come out in the year
1997?
And it did. The movie Titanic came out in the year
1997.
But a lot of people don't know that an animated ripoff of the movie Titanic called Titanic: The Legend Goes On came out in the year 2000. And oh my god, it is atrocious. It's totally insensitive to the tragedy that was the Titanic. They added in all these quirky characters like cartoon animals and a silly bumbling detective, and on top of all that, the movie makes no sense. To the point where I watched this movie like 3 or 4 times, still didn't get the plot, and then had to look it up on Wikipedia to find out what was going on. Even the name Titanic: The Legend Goes On is a bad title. The Legend? I don't know if I'd describe the Titanic as a legend. It's a very well-documented tragedy. The Titanic is a legend, dude. It was legendary, bro. You know what? Go ahead and buy the movie, too. Go get it on DVD or something if they still sell it. Because I want you to believe how bad I'm going to make this movie seem, because you're not going to believe me when I tell you. But before we get into it, let's talk about today's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. Yep, that's right, your boy got a sponsor. So let's talk about it. In case you've been living under a rock for the past couple months and haven't been watching other YouTubers promoting this game, Raid Shadow Legends is a huge sensation right now. It's one of the most popular games in the mobile gaming world. It's an RPG that changes everything about RPGs. It's rated as one of the top 3 RPGs on the Google Play Store, and it's just been nominated as a finalist for Google Play's Best of 2019 User's Choice Award. So, must be a pretty good game, right? Yeah, it is. The game is crazy popular. It's been downloaded over 15 million times in the last 6 months. So now that I've told you all those fancy things about it, you're probably wondering what it is, huh? Well, too bad, I'm not gonna tell you. Psych! I am. It's an epic dark fantasy done right. A hero collection turn-based game with over 400 champions for you to collect and personally customize. And the best part is, It's free to play. There's even weekly tournaments and events. Fighting in the arena, running special dungeons, or just leveling up your heroes, there's always a way to compete and win extra prizes every week. The game is growing super fast, and check out this cool roadmap that they've published. They have huge plans to continue updating the game for over 6 months. So there's infinite content for you to enjoy, and no time to get bored. Because who likes getting bored? Not me. That's why I've been playing it this whole time. So what are you waiting for? Go to the description, click on the special links, and you'll get 50,000 free silver and a free epic champion as part of the new player program to start your journey. You can find me under the nickname I am Greg, so add me and maybe we can clan up. Thanks to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking out Raid Shadow Legends. I hope you guys check out Raid Shadow Legends. When you do, it directly supports my channel, it helps me to continue branching out and doing other stuff. So thank you guys for all your help. And now let's complain. So the movie starts off with the Titanic sinking. So, spoiler alert. And I was like, wait, if this is where the movie starts, where are they gonna go from here? The dang ship already went down. People are screaming and drowning and jumping off the boat. There's nowhere for the plot to go. I mean, what are the characters gonna do? Just go home and think about what happened? And there's no way you can escalate from there. From the Titanic, but it turns out it was just a flashback. The movie starts with a flashback of the Titanic sinking, and then we go back to before the Titanic even happens. Either way, a very somber way to start a children's movie, to be sure. So this movie's actually got a bit of a Cinderella vibe to it, as if it wasn't already knocking off one movie, they're just straight up ripping off Cinderella as well. This girl, Angelica, is traveling with her evil stepmother and her evil stepsisters. She's sort of like their servant, and they treat her like garbage.
Stop moping over that picture. You're never going to find your precious mother.
Your precious mother!
You're never gonna find your mom, you idiot! Oh, you miss your mom because she died or something? Get a life, dude.
You're wrong. I will find her, and my father too. I'll find them both.
Anyway, they get to the boat. It shows a bunch of people getting on the Titanic. You see families getting on the Titanic, different people getting on the Titanic. There's also some geese wearing bonnets getting on the Titanic. I don't know why there's just this whole subplot about the animals that live on the Titanic that totally baffles me. Why would geese even be interested in a transatlantic cruise to America? I don't know. But there they go, on their own little ramp. The animals have their own little ramp to get onto the boat.
There's going to be plenty to keep you busy aboard this tub.
So the thing about this movie that is going to make it kind of hard to make this video is that there's like 900 different subplots going on, and none of them make any sense. And the worst part about it is all of the subplots start at the exact same time. They try to introduce them all at once at the beginning of the movie. And Angelica misses her mom, and her stepmother's an evil witch, and there's geese on the ship, and this guy is hitting on this sexy girl, and a detective's on board to solve the case. What case? I don't know. He's just there. And they also just do a really bad job of introducing every character and what their motives are. Like this woman, she comes out of nowhere. Every time she talks, you're like, what did she just say?
Hurry up, you layabout!
What do you...
Excuse me?
Hurry up, you layabout!
Tarya Talayabout! Oh yeah, that thing that people say. Tarya Talayabout. And why is he doing that? I get what this guy's doing. He's trying to pull one of the suitcases out of the car, but what is he doing? What is... He's just like losing his balance for no reason.
How do you do? Don't know. We don't know.
Jeffrey, what are you...
Oh, Angelica, you really are hopeless.
Here you are. Let's hope it's a smooth crossing.
Hold up, does this dude know the Titanic is gonna sink?
Let's hope it's a smooth crossing.
Why did he deliver that line so ominously? Hope it's a smooth ride. I just genuinely hope that it's a smooth ride. And I don't know anything that would lead me to believe that it won't be. There's so many people to introduce, so many people get on this boat. There's a family of mice, there's this bird who's like a mail bird, or I don't know what he's got, like a satchel like he's gonna deliver mail. There's a touring band of Mexican mice.
What's with the costumes, guys? We've been on tour, senor, and cannot wait to get home, muchachos?
Yeah, this part did not age well. I mean, none of it did, but this part especially is kind of like, huh? They're Mexican mice. They got big sombreros. They're in a mariachi band or something, and they all want chili.
Chili.
They all want to get home so they can eat chili.
Mommy, what am I going to do? Call her, Mummy. Call her at once. This is Angelica's fault. Look at this hole in my favourite dress. I wanted to wear it. Oh, it's got bigger and bigger. Come in.
You rang, Mum?
Please go fetch my ward. Angelica Pickering, down in 3rd class.
I don't know who that guy is, or why he's so short, and why his suit looks like it was made for a normal-sized person, like he's a child who's trying to pretend to be an adult. And they never explain who he is, and he never shows up in the movie again. His only role in the movie is to walk in like, "Yes, Mom," and then he leaves and we never see him again. So even though Angelica is traveling with the evil rich stepmother and her 2 stepchildren, since she's kind of like their servant, she's in 3rd class. And they really put her to work.
You didn't pack our clothes properly, you clumsy girl.
Blaming her for stuff that she didn't even do.
Pick up those bits of broken china at once.
Which transitions us to the part of the movie that's about the animals. We go to the storage part of the ship where the animals, I guess, live. And this part of the movie is probably the weirdest scene of any movie that I've ever seen. And I'm not just saying that to be dramatic. It's so weird that you probably won't even believe me when I tell you what happened. So I'm gonna try to play as much of the scene in its entirety as I can.
How about if she comes to our party, Mama? We are having one, aren't we?
We'll talk to Fritz about her.
Just the snack I'm looking for.
If it hadn't been for you, I would be now in someone else's digestion.
You know there's something you should know, so I'm gonna tell you so. Don't sweat it, forget it, enjoy the show.
Working all day, now it's time to unwind. Kick back, relax, take a load off your mind.
Yep, the mouse thanks the dog for saving his life, and instead of responding in any sort of way that makes sense or has anything to do with what the mouse said, the dog starts rapping about how it's party time.
I'll be busting the moves and I'll be busting the rhymes. We'll be busting up laughing cause it's party time.
All aboard the Titanic! It's party time! There's so many things that don't make sense! What is going on?
Party time, it's party time. Everybody's feeling fine cause it's party time.
He's rapping! Rap won't be invented for several decades. The dog is suddenly wearing this, like, tank top and athletic shorts. He wasn't wearing that before. The second he starts rapping, he's just all of a sudden in this hip-hop outfit. The animation is creepy. It doesn't match up with what he's saying. Sometimes it's downright horrendous. He keeps showing his creepy hands clapping, like his creepy fingery hands. It's a dog. He shouldn't have fingers. He's got little furry fingers. It's not cute. It's creepy. It's not even just like a little jingle that he does and walks off either. It's an entire song. It lasts for like at least 2 minutes. It has a chorus. It has verses. They're all about party time. He's using an antique radio as a boombox. Obviously, because boomboxes haven't been invented yet. So he's got this old antique radio. This scene is the weirdest part of the movie, and it's one of, if not the weirdest scenes I've ever seen. But by no means is this scene alone in how weird it is. This movie is full of scenes like this. During pretty much every scene of this movie, at the end of it, when it cuts to the next scene, I'm left wondering, like, what just happened? What is going on?
Who knows what's around the corner? I dream of my first building going up in America.
Progress, Sir William. Progress. One must always be ready to progress. Your humble secretary, even I, could someday become perhaps even your boss. Yeah, if you don't need me, I think I'll take a stroll around the deck.
What was that? What was that exit? He said like a million things and then just left. And no one was even talking to him. I feel like they took like 8 different lines of dialogue and smashed it into one, edited them all together. Hey, humble secretary, who knows? One day maybe perhaps even I could be your boss. I don't know, wonderful weather we're having. I'm going to take a stroll outside. I'm already gone. I believe this movie was originally in Italian and then they translated it to English for an American release. And I feel like some scenes they got lazy and didn't want to go through the trouble of translating them. So instead they just had the voice actors just grunt and make weird noises instead of talking. Like this scene where the thieves are doing a little robbery. They're walking around in someone's room in the dark and they're trying to steal some jewelry. Uh-oh, looks like it's time for some romance.
I bet you look ravishing in this.
Oh, dude. What? Don't do that. That's weird. Don't knock over someone's laundry and then just start looking through it. Creep. And she's like happy about it too. She's like, ooh, this nice man just knocked over my laundry I was carrying and then started rummaging through it. How romantic. Ah! Dude! Stop! Stop being creepy! What is this scene? Oh, jeez, I knocked over your laundry. Sorry, I'm such a klutz. I'll help you pick them up. Wait, whoa, are these your underwear? They're so big. I'm gonna put them on my head. I'm gonna rub your hand. Hey, do you wanna get married? And now they're in love. She walks away, and they're in love. I guess that's all it takes, you know? You know what they say, when you know, you know. And she knows that she's in love with this guy who runs into people and then rummages through their stuff and then rubs their hand. Rich boy coming knocking over my stuff. That's my type. That's my type.
Is something wrong, Master William?
I met a sweet, charming girl. I don't know who she is or even what part of the ship she's in. She's vanished into thin air.
We're on a ship in the middle of the ocean. She can hardly get off. You'll bump into her again?
That's kind of a creepy thing to say, too, isn't it?
Her eyes were like, oh, Nanny.
Oh, Nanny, her eyes. Oh, Nanny. Oh, her eyes, Nanny. This dude is so weird. Why did they make the love interest so weird? Look, now he's getting all hot and bothered and he grabs onto his nanny and shakes her around to tell her how beautiful this girl is.
She's beautiful, Nanny, don't you get it?
She's beautiful!
She's the most beautiful girl I ever seen! And she does laundry, Nanny. That's the only thing I know about her, Nanny.
So he goes off to find Angelica instead of continuing to creep out his nanny.
Excuse me, madam. You were talking to a young lady. How can I find her?
I know she often comes out here for walks. Oh, I must go in now. It is chilly.
I just want to see her again. I have something to say to her.
Why does no one in this movie exit scenes properly? What was that? He's still in the middle of a conversation with her and she's like, I've got to go, bye-bye. And he keeps talking and she just turns around and walks out the door. It's like the animators got halfway into every scene and the director walked in and was like, end the scene! End it now! And the animators were like, okay, but they're just in the middle of talking. They just started a conversation.
End it! The scene is over!
Okay, all right, okay, fine. I guess she'll just walk away in the middle of a conversation. Is that what you want? End the scene! End it!
I would have thought you'd be upstairs listening to that wonderful singer.
I was too busy looking for someone. Now that I've found her, I'm not going to let her get away from me again.
Okay, it's not just me, right? Everything that comes out of this dude's mouth is really weird. Now that I've found you, I'm not going to let you get away. Now come here! Oh, look, they're so in love. They love each other so much.
I'm William. Will for short. I don't even know your name.
It's Angelica.
Will I see you at the reception tonight? Angelica.
Why can no one end conversations properly in this movie? Will I see you tonight?
Bye.
Are you gonna come tonight?
I gotta go.
I'm just wondering if I'll see you at the event.
Chilly out here.
I'd really love if you came. She's so beautiful. One weird thing I'm noticing about this movie too is that every time they switch scenes, they have an establishing shot of the boat to show you that what's taking place is still on the boat. You don't need to keep doing that. I know that we're still on the boat. The whole movie takes place on the boat. The movie is about the boat. Aw, now Will is at the reception all by himself, sulking. He's all lonely, reminiscing about all the times he and Angelica have shared. They play a little montage of all the times they've had together, which is 2 times, if you remember. So it's a very short montage. But then she gets a dress from this nice old woman. She goes to the ball, and she finds him, and they dance, and they have a great time, and they fall in love. They confess their love for each other.
Nothing you could tell me could prevent me from loving you. Nothing could prevent me from loving you. We'll find your parents too.
And he promises to help her find her parents. Remember that? Remember that plot from the beginning of the movie? Yep, that's still happening.
Being in love is the best thing in the whole world. She'll have no cares from now on. Just be happy, happy, happy.
There's an iceberg right in our path!
Oh no! Where'd that come from? No! Oh man, they're gonna sink. I mean, I knew that was gonna happen because that's what happens in the Titanic, but I forgot. I got too invested in the story and I forgot that they were all gonna die. Darn. So anyway, the boat sinks. Obviously, everyone gets onto the lifeboats and Will and Angelica get separated, and Angelica doesn't even know if Will got on a lifeboat. Like 10 minutes of the movie are just people screaming and drowning and falling into the water and Angelica trying to find Will. But then eventually, she sees him.
There's a body out there. He's trying to get nearer.
Oh.
It's not him.
Never mind, dude. We don't have any room on the boat. Sorry.
Hang on.
It's William!
Oh, there's Will. Finally, they found him. Wait, what happened to the kid that was with him? He was holding a kid before. He's just gone. So Will's on the boat, they kiss, they're so happy, and that's like the end of the movie. Oh, except for this part that the mouse narrates at the end about how everyone's doing now.
Wait a minute, where are you going? The movie isn't over yet. Don't you want to know what happened to everybody?
Turns out everyone lived happily ever after.
We're sitting really pretty. To thank us for saving him, our friend the ship's cook put us up at his new place of work.
The mice that were on board the ship now works with the chef on the ship. They have a restaurant together. The rapping dog works with the detective now. And Angelica and Will get married and they live happily ever after. Okay. So my thing is, you can't make a Titanic movie where the ending is like everyone lived happily ever after. Because they didn't. They totally brush over the fact that 1,500 people died. That's how many people died on the Titanic. That's most of the people. There were only like a little over 2,000 people on the Titanic. But this movie just totally forgets all about that and is like, but the mice opened up a restaurant with the chef. What is this movie supposed to teach kids? That the Titanic wasn't that bad? Anyways, sorry this movie was so bad. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. I'll see you guys next time with a really interesting video where Santa leaves me a big present under the tree. But when I unwrap it, it's a warm gallon of milk. And I'm lactose intolerant. And he makes me drink the whole thing. Bye! This video is over now. Over now. You'll find something else to watch. Or just watch this video. I know we had a lot of fun. Yeah, a lot of fun. But you can't stay on this end screen forever. No. This video is over now. Yeah. Over now. So why are you still watching this? Hey Greg, this is gonna be my second channel now. I'm gonna post videos on here that are gonna be second channel stuff. So I don't know what to call this channel, so let me know in the comments below. And I'll see you next time with another video on my second channel. Thanks. What's up, Greg? Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to another episode of blatantly ignoring the weird-ass decorations in the background of this video. Today I want to talk about a very interesting Instagram account that I found. It's a boy named Kristen Hanby, and another account for his friend Jack O'Doherty. I don't know how to pronounce it. They're just a couple of young guys, just a couple of young lads, blokes if you will, from England who love a good prank. They love a good prank, they love a good challenge, and they love a good laugh. But their videos stuck out to me because they're all really, really similar. Like they have this formula, and every video is down to this formula, and it seems like a lot of them are fake, which I suppose is pretty par for the course for most Instagram pranksters, but these ones are pretty special because they're just so goofy. Let me give you an example of one of Kristen Hanby's videos. This is one of the first ones I saw from him, but this one's actually different than most of his videos. This one is a prank video called Beep for a Blowjob on My Taxi. He got so mad. So I don't know about you, but I've always thought when getting into a taxi, man, if anybody, these guys deserve to get pranked. Just guys driving a car, trying to make a living, just doing their job, probably not making all that much money. These are the guys that deserve to get pranked. My favorite way to tell that a video like this is fake is when the picture they use for the thumbnail is something that doesn't happen in the video. You can see he's like this, looking at the picture, clearly posed with his friend on his left side. Also, the license plate of the car is I love cash, which definitely isn't a real license plate that any taxi would have. And you'll see that this pose happens nowhere in the video. So when did they get this picture? But anyway, here's the prank. So Kristen's getting into a taxi, and while the driver's not looking, he sneakily pulls a sign out of his suitcase that says, beep for a blowjob. And he tapes it to the back of the taxi driver's car. Somehow the taxi driver doesn't notice this, or the dude filming Kristen. The dude clearly standing next to Kristen, holding a phone and filming him. But at any rate, Kristen gets into the car, the friend who's filming for some reason doesn't, and people are just going crazy on the horn.
Yo, I'm going left. Oh, my bad, man. Hey, if you don't chill, chill.
This prank is dope. Kristen is just sitting in the back seat, enjoying the view while everybody's getting pissed off. The taxi driver doesn't know why everybody's honking at him, so he's getting mad. The people who are honking don't know what's going on, and they're probably getting mad because they're not getting their blowjob. Who are the people that are honking at this car? Like, sure, people like blowjobs, but can you imagine driving somewhere? Let's say you're going to work in the morning and you're stuck in traffic and you see this car in front of you that says, beep for a blowjob. Are you like, that's weird? Or do you like look at your watch and you're like, my boss is gonna kill me if I'm late again, but you know what, I think I got time, what the heck? One blowjob, please! This is too good to be true. Like, where could you be driving where you just have time to honk and pull over for a blowjob? From someone that you don't know, you can't even see them, you can just see the back of their car, but you're like, honestly, I'll take any blowjob I can get. Boo! Hey! Where's my blowjob? Pull over! But here's Kristen and Jackson O'Doherty's bread and butter. This is their prank/challenge videos. I'm not exactly sure how to classify them, but you'll get the gist after watching this video.
Hey, Jackson, you're trash, bro.
So they just have lots of little challenges like this, where if you're walking with your friend and he says, hey, you're trash, bro, and you're near a trash can, you have to jump into the trash can. You have to. I mean, what are you gonna do? Not jump in the trash can? Pussy? So it's just a funny little prank. It's a great way to get your friend all stinky and mad. All of these videos are like a compilation of them doing the prank to each other multiple times. They always catch each other off guard when they least expect it.
Yo, Hamby, you're trash, bro. You are absolute trash. Get in there. Yuck. You are trash. My tongue touched the bin. Yeah.
Why was his tongue out? Why did he jump into a trash can like, ah? Everybody knows that if you're jumping in a trash can, you close your mouth. They teach that in 2nd grade. So this little challenge is pretty harmless. It's just jumping into a trash can. The worst that could happen is, I guess, licking the inside of the trash can, which I didn't think was something that could happen, but I guess that is the worst that could happen. Here's another little challenge they do. It's called the You're on Fire challenge. Now, I had never heard of this challenge before, but they make it seem like these are all real challenges that people do to each other because they just immediately know what they mean when they say it. Like when he said, you're trash, he was just like, oh man, and then he jumped in the trash can. I'd never heard of this challenge before, but they obviously have, and they take them very seriously. You don't just not do a challenge when you're hanging out with Kristen and his boy Jackson. Check it out.
Yo, Hamby, you're on fire, bro. No, I'm not. You're on fire. On fire.
I like how he caves so quickly. You're on fire, bro. No. Yeah, you are. Okay. Sploosh. So this challenge, when someone tells you you're on fire, you have to quickly jump into the nearest body of water. It's pretty impressive how quickly he identifies the nearest body of water. Like, he doesn't take a sec to look around. He's just like, I'm on fire, okay, here I go! And jumps right into the nearest fountain. So it's either planned and like they knew that this was the fountain he was going to jump into, or they just do this so much where he's just like, he's constantly got this like index of like, okay, what's the closest fountain to me right now? If someone tells me I'm on fire, where do I gotta jump? Another weird detail of these videos is that these dudes are always just walking around. It's hard to tell what they're doing or where they're going because they're just walking around together, and you'll notice that somehow they never have like their wallets on them, and a lot of times they don't even have their phones on them because, you know, if they did, they would probably take them out of their pockets before jumping into the water, but they don't do that. So they're just like walking around these shopping centers and very public areas without their wallets or phones, so like, what are they doing? I felt like when I thought of this weird detail in the video, I was being a good sleuth. Like I was like, hey, wait a minute. What are they doing just walking around these areas? But now that I'm saying it out loud, I realize I sort of sound like I've never heard of just going for a walk before, like a recreational walk. I just find it a little weird and suspicious that they do it so much, I guess. Why, who walks? Ugh, dude, who walks? Who the fuck walks? Ew.
Hey, Jackson, you're on fire, bro. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
They act so surprised every time too, almost like they think they've been tricked, like they've been duped. They're always like, oh man, you got me. I was not expecting you to say that thing that you could literally say at any moment. You really tricked me into hearing you say those words. I thought it was safe. Oh, you duped me, dude. You genius. You mastermind. I wonder what happens if they don't do it, because they really commit to these things. Like they were just eating or something. Even though they don't have food in front of them, so I don't really know what they were doing. But he just abandons whatever he was doing to jump into this river. Like I wonder if there's some sort of penalty to not doing the prank. Like Kristen is counting down while Jackson is getting ready to jump. Like, what's he counting down to? He's like holding the phone and he's got a gun right behind the phone. He's like, come on, dude. 3, 2, 1. And Jackson's just like, oh man, don't shoot me, dude. All right, man, here I go. Sploosh. So that challenge is like a pretty big inconvenience. If somehow your friend dupes you into hearing you say you're on fire, then you have to get all wet, and then you're a soggy little boy for the rest of the day, which is pretty inconvenient. But they get even worse. These challenges go further into like permanent changes to their bodies.
Go, Hamby, I dare you to go and pierce your ear with a giant hoop. This one. Go on, let's get do it. Get it. Show me. Oh, that's so bad.
Again, where the fuck are they walking? Where they just have the time to go and get a piercing. That's a commitment. And he's convinced so easily. There's no, oh, come on, please. Can I not do it? Okay, this is a good one. The get rid of it challenge.
Yo, Kristen, get rid of it.
This?
Your phone.
Oh, that's the new
Right there. Get pushed in the spa. In the...
Bro, I hate you, bro.
So we catch Kristen and this other dude in a pretty realistic seeming situation. They're sitting right next to a hot tub. He's showing the dude something on his phone, and the other dude is saying, that's crazy.
Yo, Kristen, get rid of it.
Just to prove that he's really looking at something on a real functioning phone that works. But then good old Jackson O'Doherty comes along and tells Jackson he's got to get rid of it. Jackson is kind of upset because he has to throw his phone that totally works and hasn't been off this entire time into the hot tub. So he throws the phone in the hot tub and everybody's like, oh man, we got you, dude. That was a sick prank. You had no idea it was coming. But they get a little bit worse. In the next one, they tell their friend to get rid of his shoes.
Yeah, you be looking fresh, bro. Hey, those shoes, get rid of them.
So instead of just taking them off his feet and tossing them into the garbage, he takes them off his feet and tosses them into a busy street. I like how everyone immediately knows like what the prank means. Like it's just universal. If you're holding something and someone comes up to you and says, get rid of it, you throw that shit as far as you can. You don't have any say in the matter. Everybody knows that. And you definitely don't have to ask what it means, ever. Just try it with anybody on the street. Just go up to them and say, get rid of it. Hey Laura. What? Is that your dog there? Yeah. Get rid of it. Do it. Yeah, I fucking hate it. You know what really perplexes me with these pranks is like how reluctant they are at first. Like they're like, oh man, no, I don't want to do that. And then it cuts to like 2 seconds later and he's just like going all out, like way above and beyond what he had to do. Because if it was me, even if I had to throw them off the balcony, I would have taken them off and tried to like gently drop them onto the sidewalk or somewhere soft, or I could just go downstairs and pick them right back up. Because they're my shoes and I want to keep my shoes. But this dude is like, oh man, I don't want to get rid of my shoes. Well, okay. And then he just chucks them as hard as he can into the middle of this busy ass street. There's like cars zooming by at 40 miles per hour. It almost looks like he's trying to hit the cars with how he throws the shoe. He's like, well, I'm already going crazy and losing my shoes. I might as well cause a car accident too. He goes from like, I don't want to lose my shoes to I'm gonna cause a car accident like that. It's crazy how they just flip on a dime.
Y'all motherfuckers crazy, man.
And then he says that Kristen and Jackson are crazy. Dude, you just threw your shoes into the middle of a busy street. All they said was get rid of the shoes. They didn't tell you how. You could have probably thrown them in the garbage, but instead you started throwing them at cars. You could have like caused a car accident, gotten people hurt. You also just destroyed your nice shoes. They're probably gonna get run over now. You didn't have to do it. Granted, I don't really, maybe he is holding a gun behind the camera. Maybe he did have to do it, but it really didn't seem like he had to do it.
Jackson, get rid of it, bro.
Get rid of that.
Get rid of that outfit, bro.
Get rid of that shit, bro.
Get rid of it, bro.
This is another example of him committing way too hard to the challenge. Like, is that part of the rules? I thought the rules was just get rid of the outfit, which, first of all, I'm not even convinced includes the underwear. Is underwear part of an outfit? I feel like that wasn't required, but he was just so quick to be like, ooh, yay, I get to get naked and run around in the street, which totally isn't part of the challenge. The dude behind the camera is probably just like, I just wanted him to take off his shirt and pants for like a second. What the fuck is he doing?
Corday, who's this guy, bro?
Bro, that's my boy Diablo. We go way back. That's my
Get
homie.
rid of him, bro.
Get rid of me.
How weird is this interaction too? Like, you don't just go up to your friend at parties when they're with someone and just be like, hey, who's this guy? Who's that?
Who's this guy, bro?
Bro, that's my boy Diablo. We go way back.
And I love how this dude immediately just starts telling his entire backstory. Oh, this is my homie. We go way back. We first met in the 6th grade. We actually bonded over Pokemon. Really weird interaction to start this clip off, but then he tells him to get rid of his friend. And the dude's reaction is hilarious.
Get rid of him, bro.
Get rid of me.
He hears his friend getting told to get rid of him by some random person, and his reaction is just, get rid of me? What the? What? Wait, get rid of me? What? Fantastic acting, 10 out of 10. And then he just like goes limp and slings himself over his friend's shoulder and lets him throw him into the pool. That's kind of sweet, honestly. It's just like, I don't know what's going on or what get rid of it means, but damn it, I trust my friend, and I'll let him pick me up and take me wherever he wants, because he probably has my best interests in mind. Sploosh. All the get rid of it challenges are kind of mean. Like, it's like, get rid of your phone, break your shoes, get naked in public. I'd like to see one that's kind of like inspirational. Hey man, you know any doubt that you might have that I don't love you? Get rid of it. I want you to get rid of that shit right now. Here's another challenge called the spider challenge, where if your friend tells you you've got a spider on you, you have to take off all your clothes because you gotta get rid of the spider, you know?
Yo, Hamby, bro, there's a fucking spider on you, man. There's a spider on you, bro.
They have so many challenges, it's absurd. It's like they must come up with these, right? Like, these aren't well-known, established challenges. So it's weird because they must just like come up with the challenge and then they go out to film that challenge and then somehow still act surprised when they have to do the challenge. It's just weird how eager he is to get naked in public. He's like, no, there's not. And then he smiles and he's like, ah! Like, how does he decide to get naked so fast? He requires no convincing. I would require a lot of convincing to get naked in a Starbucks. It wouldn't just be like, hey, we're doing this silly challenge, so you have to get naked at Starbucks now. But they're just like, bro, you have a spider on you. No, yeah, shit.
Hey, Jackson, there's a spider on your back, bro. Bullshit. There you go. Hey, get it off. Get it off, bro.
Why are they always walking in a single file line? Who walks like that with their friends? It's weird enough to go out on walks, but walking with one other person and walking single file is the weirdest shit. Why is the dude filming always coming up from behind their friend? They're just walking around single file, like not talking to each other. I just want to go for a walk and stare at my friend's back. I'm not saying a fucking word to my friend. I just want to look at the back of his head without a wallet or a phone. I mean, maybe they're walking side by side until, you know, one friend decides, ooh, this would be a perfect time for a challenge. So then he sort of drifts behind and he takes out his phone and he starts filming. But like, if you're walking with someone and he just starts to like stop and pull out his phone, you would turn around to see what he's doing. How is it not a dead giveaway every time a prank is about to happen? Are these people both just like tunnel vision, just walking, not looking at each other, not saying a word, just walking, looking straight ahead, and before you know it, your friend's behind you and he's got his phone out and he's ready to challenge you? At the end of the day, these pranks aren't really hurting anybody. Like I said, I just wanted to talk about it because I just think it's so fucking goofy. So sure, it's probably fake. Sure, it's a little bit cringy that they just make the same video over and over, basically. But you gotta respect them because they are on that grind. And if there's one thing I respect, it's people who are on that grind. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. Greg is my fan base on YouTube, but it's more than just a fan base, it's a family. A lot of other YouTubers talk about having a family on YouTube, but this is a real family. If you subscribe and turn on notifications, you will get an updated birth certificate in the mail with your new parents, me, and that little guy. You'll receive it in the mail in the next 3 to 6. So if you want to join Greg, all you have to do is subscribe subscribe and turn on my notifications. If you want to get some Greg merch, go to dannygonzalez.store or visit the link in my description to get some of that and show your support for the realest family on YouTube. The only family on YouTube. Thank you, Cats Are Purple too, for turning on my notifications. You are truly Greg. I'll see you guys next time with a really interesting video where I climb up to the top of a tree to get a cat who was stuck up there, but it wasn't actually stuck, and it was all just a trap so that the cat could steal my kidneys. Bye! Horror has gotta be one of the weirdest genres for any medium. You're just gonna put yourself into a terrifying situation where you feel like your life is being threatened on purpose? Imagine trying to explain that to one of your pilgrim ancestors. They would be so confused and honestly pissed off. But unfortunately, most people don't live their lives based on what they could or couldn't explain to their pilgrim ancestors, and thus, horror is a very popular genre. If you just search scary on the App Store, you could literally scroll for days through hundreds of games that are all super popular. But what about the not so popular ones? What about the horror games that nobody is playing? The ones that are supposed to be scary, but aren't. How would pilgrims feel about those? Here's one of the first games that I ever found in this niche. It's called Clown Brothers Neighbor Escape. And the little subtitle there is Time to Revenge. This game was developed by the same people as Billion Surprise Toys. Let's together revenge. Meet the new game about clown neighbor brothers who want to avenge their dead criminal clown friend. Supports 10 languages. Okay. Multilingual kings. I like it. Several years ago, you brought justice to a scary criminal clown neighbor and destroyed his house. I did? Wow, good for me, dude. I do not remember doing that. But recently, you saw that the house was restored and the clown brothers settled in it. You are sure that they want to continue the work of their colleague. You must prevent this. So I guess I got their friend arrested and destroyed his house. That seems like a little bit much. Like, you know, if he's a criminal clown, by all means, call the police. But to destroy his house? I don't see any reason to do that. We're facing a housing crisis in this country. There's no need to make it worse. I love that they call the other clown their colleague. What, do they work at Microsoft together? Very often you notice that these clowns behave strangely. Yeah, I think your first clue to that would be the fact that they dress like clowns. They often say hello. Strange. Watched you and laughed. They're just making fun of you. They're bullying you. These clowns are up to no good. I know they're plotting something. Every time they see me, they point and laugh and say, hey, you fucking dork. I think I have to blow up their house. And then here's some pictures from the game. The two clown brothers do look very scary. A couple things I'm noticing in this, they drive a very cool car. They may have an unorthodox fashion sense, but I like their car. I love the fact that they're proudly displaying an American flag in front of their house. They're like, listen, we may have our differences. We may be two clowns from hell, but I'll be damned if this isn't the greatest nation on earth. Okay, so it looks like they're making a bomb, too. So they're like clowns and terrorists. One interesting thing about clown media, whenever clowns are portrayed as scary, it's like the people who made the media forgot what clowns are. Like, they think they're a different species. Being a clown is just a job. It's not like something you intrinsically are. I feel like whoever made this game thinks that clowns are like a type of monster. Really, all I'm getting from the game is that the clowns are often feet away from you and staring directly at you. Seems like that's most of what's going on here. Surprisingly though, even though this game only has 21 ratings, it has a 4.4 on the App Store. Based on the pictures, I'm curious to see how that's possible, so I'm gonna go ahead and download this game. Okay, next game, Baby Kids in Scary House 2. Now, when I came across this game, I was like, oh, this looks funny, but I shouldn't play the sequel, I should try to play the original. So I searched Baby Kids in Scary House, and the first game that comes up is Baby Kids in Scary House 2, and the original is nowhere to be found. Now, there is a very popular game called The Baby in Yellow, which I think this game is a knockoff of. And I'm almost curious if this game is trying to pretend to be the sequel to that game. Actually, if you look at the developer's page, there is no Scary Baby Kids in House. There's just 2 and 3. There's Baby Girl in Yellow House. I guess we're just starting on number 2. This chapter 2 contains 2 night stories. During the first night, you will have to manage a horrific clown girl. Very professional language in this one, just like the last one. You will have to manage your scary clown girl colleague. She's not getting her reports turned in on time. You're gonna have to place her on administrative leave until we get this figured out. Exciting surprises are waiting for you. During the second night, you will have to manage 2 babies. Uh-oh. The clown girl and her terrific sister. What do they mean by that? Okay, one girl is scary, but her sister is honestly awesome. We get along great, and we are both creeped out by her sister. Okay, so I think I know which one is the clown girl. And so by default, this one on the left must be the terrific sister. sister. A bat? Are we going after these babies with a bat? Look, the clown girl may be scary, but that seems a little bit drastic. Okay, looks like the baby is performing some kind of satanic ritual here. The terrific sister is floating down the stairs. That's fantastic. Being a new father, I feel like I could really get into this game, because my baby's not scary at all. But what if he was? Download. This next one's a little bit different. Ghost detector radar camera, spirit box, and hunting tool. Ask ghosts a question and they will answer. So this thing claims to be able to detect ghosts in your home and then you can talk to them. Find ghosts and communicate with spirits using this app's groundbreaking, ultra-realistic experience. Disclaimer, since paranormal activity can't scientifically be proven, we can't guarantee that the app communicates with real spirits. At the end of the day, we technically can't guarantee that the ghosts that we deliberately programmed into the app are really in your house, but they probably are. It looks like people are having a lot of fun with this game though. A lot of the reviews are just really long stories about how scary using this was. Is this real, question mark? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and download it. Scary Anna, your unique scary virtual pet. So I'm still not exactly sure how this is supposed to be a horror game. You're taking care of this pet whose name is Anna, and she is a little bit scary looking, but a lot of it just seems like she's having fun. Driving a car around, she's on a jet ski. Doesn't seem that scary. Okay, in this one she's got creepy eyes. She looks a little possessed in this one. And then in this one she's fighting a bunch of tiny little cats, little demon cats. Feed her a variety of foods, but be careful, some might be poisonous. Dare to discover what happens? How about you tell me which ones are poisonous before I poison my fucking cat? So you can grab, drag, and stick Scary Anna with your finger, engage in playful interactions, and see how she responds to your touch. Sounds like I might be the scary one in this situation, actually. It should be called Scared Anna. Why is she scary? She's just a little bit weird looking. The poor thing. There's no reason to put her on blast in the game title. I don't know, man. This game is marketed like a horror game, but I just see an animal who needs an owner. You know? She just needs a little love. I think it was pretty fucked up of them to call her Scary Anna, if I'm being honest. Sure, she's a little ugly, but you know, some animals are like ugly cute. She is not. She's just ugly, but I don't think we should have named her after her weird looks. I'm gonna download this game and I'm gonna be there for her. 5 stars, scary. I don't like the way her skin peeled off. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna like this game. Before we get into these games, I want to thank Opera Browser for sponsoring this video. I've been using Opera Browser for a while now, and it has really helped increase my productivity while writing and planning videos. It is faster, safer, and smarter than default browsers, which means it has a ton of features that make my process much smoother. Like Opera's native in-browser AI called Aria, which makes it really easy to get answers and do some surface-level research really quickly and easily. While browsing, you can highlight any word or term that you're not familiar with and ask Aria to briefly explain it, or you can just ask it questions like, what are some of the worst horror games on the App Store? The great thing about this is not only does it give you some great starting points, but it also links to the relevant pages for each answer. Tab islands are Opera's way of organizing tabs by grouping similar tabs together so you can save space and time. This is really helpful when I'm writing videos because I can have multiple Google Docs open, multiple YouTube videos open. They can easily be grouped together so I don't get overwhelmed because I am easily distracted. They also have an ad blocker and a VPN integrated into the browser for free. This browser is like a million useful things bundled into one app. It's crazy. Also, I just like the way it looks. It's got a cool style and I like the cut of its jib. In a world where it seems like every browser wants to look like the same boring app, I appreciate that Opera is different. They've got cool wallpaper, some of them are even animated. How fun is that? So if you want to check out Opera, it's totally free. Just use my link in the description to download Opera today. Thank you to Opera for sponsoring this video. Thank you to you guys for checking out Opera. And now, let's game. All right, first game, the Clown Brothers. All right, right off the bat, we have a... I think they just said they're preparing for atomic war? The clowns start to dish out the lore right away in the title screen. 1, they're preparing for atomic war. 2, they are good neighbors. And 3, they are going to kill you.
Find you and kill you.
At the start of every level, the game gives you an objective. We've all seen these types of games before. The whole game is just a series of boring objectives like find the key and unlock the door. But what's really special about this game is it only gives you like 1 second to read the objective. Back in town, you find out that the friends of the okay, so I've spawned into this neighborhood street. I see my clown neighbor walking around, so that must be the clown's house. Now, I gotta give these clowns props because not only is their car cool as hell, they also live in a huge mansion. Right away, dude, they live in a freaking mansion. Oh my god. There must be a ton of money in making nuclear bombs and killing your neighbors. What do these clowns do for a living? Turns out they're like lawyers and doctors. They actually are like really making the world a better place. And speak of the devil, here comes one now. Oh! Okay. I thought he was gonna kill me. He just came up and stood like this. I mean, pretty scary thing for your neighbor to do, but for your Russian spy terrorist clown neighbor, all things considered, not that bad. Every time you die in this game, of course you get an annoying ad, but I recently learned a cool little trick. If you turn off Wi-Fi and use airplane mode, the ads can't load, which makes this game way less annoying. I'm still getting an ad, but it's for nothing. And this worked for a while, but eventually I did somehow get an ad again. How did this ad load? I have Wi-Fi and airplane mode turned off. How did I get an ad? Are some ads just baked into the game? Mysterious indeed. What are these clowns hiding, and what does it have to do with Chicago's best party tents? Okay, can I read this time? Back in town, you find out that, shit. Eventually, I figured out the first mission was to find a green key and a gray key and unlock a special room. The problem being, this house is fucking gigantic. And no offense to these clowns and their interior decorating prowess, but every room looks exactly the same. So I spent like a half an hour walking from room to room, not sure where I was, which rooms I had already explored. I might have been walking back and forth between the same 2 rooms for like 15 minutes, to be honest. Oh! I got you, young man. I gotta be honest, dude, I'm not an evil clown, but if I caught my neighbor walking around in my house, even my reaction would be more extreme than theirs. I feel like they're honestly letting me off the hook pretty easy. You know, it'd be easier to avoid them if they could just stay in one room of their house like normal people. I guess this is just what makes them so fucked up in the head. They don't just hang out in one room, they're constantly milling about. You know, you're not gonna finish your bomb if you never stay in one room for more than 3 seconds. I decided to take a brief break from the clowns to explore what I assumed to be my own home, and I was pretty confused with what I found. Is this my house? It's a very open floor concept I've got going on here. Bear trap on the table? I feel like I've got my own demons to work on before I go try to bring these clowns to justice. I'm living in a gigantic room made of sheet metal, and I've got a bear trap on my desk. What I didn't know then is those bear traps are actually one of the only semi-interesting parts of this game, because it turns out you can actually pick them up and trap the clowns with them. Oh, he's trapped! Haha! Whoa, what happened? It disappeared. Somehow this steel trap that is meant to maim 500-pound bears does not kill the clowns. It's just a minor inconvenience at most. These clowns are honestly super zen. Nothing gets to these guys. How does that happen? What did he do to the bear trap? It's worse than I thought. These clowns fucking eat metal. Oh, and here he is. I finally finished the first level after what felt like an eternity. Let's go. Mission complete. And I'm back outside for some reason, even though I was just in the security room. Had to go out for a breather, take a quick smoke break, and then it's back into the clown's house. The next mission, find a book. And in order to do that, you have to find a gray and green key. Oh my god. All right, scary clown neighbors. Would I say that it was scary? Not really, just frustrating and boring. Next game, Scary Baby in Kids Scary Kids Creepy Baby House 2. For 99 cents in this game, I can get rid of the ads. Do I really want to do that? This game that I'm gonna play for like 30 minutes max? Is that worth 99 cents? I'm already doing it. The beginning of the game starts off pretty normal, just doing some normal babysitting activities. So here's the baby. The clown baby.
Hello, I will be back home after I finish my work.
So not only are we dealing with a clown baby, we're dealing with Robo-Mom too. Hello, I hope you find my baby is not too evil today. I will be home by 8. Sorry you've never seen me in person. I swear I'm not a robot. Sweet little baby, let me pick you up. Holy cow, you can really fling this kid around. Why are they like this too, holding up little finger guns? Nothing scarier than a clown baby going, hey, how's it going? I feed the baby, take her to change her diaper when she starts farting like crazy. But that's when things start to get a little weird. Okay, here's the diaper. Oh, good thing we have one diaper laying on this table. That's gonna be. What happened to the baby? Did the baby turn into a tiger? Where'd you go? Oh! What the? Throughout the night, the baby continues to vanish from where I placed her, reappearing all throughout the house. Yeah, it's kind of a creepy way to laugh, right? Without like moving your mouth at all or showing any expression. So that's kind of weird. This makes it seem like the tiger's actually the evil one. Is it the tiger doing all this actually? Because his eyes were glowing. To answer my own question, yes. To my surprise, this game that I thought was about a scary clown baby turned out to actually be about these possessed tiger dolls, of which there are many. Diaper. Ah! Hey! Come back! They keep moving the baby, they set things on fire. The baby seems to be just as upset about them as I do. And I guess they're kind of scary, but like, this game was supposed to be about the babies being evil. Did the developers forget what their own game was about? Why did they make the baby this creepy clown baby if she's not even evil? She just happens to dress like that? I guess it just goes to show that you can't judge a book by its cover. No, find a weapon? It's nice that they're giving me time to do this. Giving me time to slowly saunter around the house and find a weapon. Hit. Hit. They really don't put up much of a fight. This is it's easier than I thought, actually. I was kind of disappointed they didn't put up a fight. They were kind of scary earlier, but the second I picked up the bat, they just accepted their fate and let me kill all of them. Oh no. Dude, what are you guys doing to my baby? What did you do to her? Sweetie, did they make you evil? What do you get out of this? Pick up baby and play games on computer. I don't know if that is like the best course of action after what just happened, but okay. And with that, I pretty much gave up any hope of this game scaring me. Just like every mission-based game, this game got pretty repetitive, and even the clown girl's terrific sister showing up didn't add much pizzazz to the game. In fact, she was actually kind of rude. Don't look at me like that. I've had a really rough night. Sorry if it took me a few extra seconds to feed you, but I don't know if you noticed, the house is under demonic control right now, so cut me some slack, okay? Was it scary? There were a few parts that made me a little bit spooked. I feel like it might be as scary as it's gonna get in this game. I'm gonna give it a thumb sideways and say, Now it's time for the dreaded ghost detector app. Now guys, I'm no stranger to ghost hunting, alright? I've done it before. I've tried talking to ghosts. So far, it hasn't really worked. I've been a little bit scared by it, but I've never done it at my own house. If I find a scary enough ghost in here, I might have to move. Now, I have no evidence right now that my house is haunted. As far as I know, nobody's ever been murdered here. Nobody's ever died with unfinished business here. I actually made sure with the realtor when I bought this house that everyone who's ever died here had finished their business. You must affirm that you have reviewed our privacy policy. Let me go ahead and check that out, actually. The privacy policy is like, you acknowledge that we have the right to place real ghosts in your house, and start.
Upgrade recommended.
It already wants me to upgrade to pro. Okay, great. Ask more than 5 questions per ghost, access to all ghost stories, more ghosts added regularly. Well, why the fuck would I want that? More ghosts added to my house? Let's go ahead and try without for now. Walk around slowly to detect entities. After just a minute of panning my camera around, my first paranormal entity burst onto the scene.
Ghost signal acquired.
Oh! Okay. We've got a ghost standing over there, and it's actually like interacting with, that's kind of weird.
Signal lost.
It's gone. It didn't like that. Didn't like being tickled. I guess I have to be a little bit more polite to the ghost when it comes around next time. Let's see. Ah! Yo! Okay, now I gotta act quickly. Okay, so tickle, tickle, tickle. And now I'm gonna ask it a question. What is your name? Are you male or female? What kind of entity are you? Are you good or evil? Let's just go ahead and ask, what kind of entity are you? Okay, there's
translating.
I guess you'd call me a ghost. Okay, yeah, I figured that because this is a ghost detector app. Why are you just frozen in place like this? Is this some kind of pose you're doing? Are you posing for a picture? This is a video. It's an app. Let's go ahead and ask you another question. How did you die? I had a son who wasn't quite right in the head. He had a real bad temper. One day, I said something to him, and he just snapped. I should have seen it coming. Damn. Did he chop off your legs? Because you don't have legs. Is that what he did? Damn, I wish I could ask it like my own questions. I feel like I have much more interesting questions that I could think of than these. Like, what is the ghost world like? What is it like to be dead? You know? Did you have a job? I really think the ghost wants to talk about her job. Yeah, I worked at Neiman Marcus. That's really probably not at the top of her head right now. Why have you come here? That's a good question. I want to make things right with my son. We didn't always have the best relationship. I'm so sorry. Oh. Okay. Well, I don't know what to tell you about that. Never met your son. I don't think I know your son. He definitely doesn't live here because it's just me and my wife and my son. And I'm not your son. So that takes care of all the sons here. I think you might be haunting the wrong house, actually. Can I say that? Where did you live? Yeah, where did you live? Did you live here? Columbus, Ohio? What? Why are you here? Did I summon you all the way from Columbus? Sorry, I thought... What? I thought for sure that you were supposed to be a ghost haunting this house. Why are you here? I live in Illinois, by the way, not Columbus, Ohio. So you traveled 2 states to come here, a place where you never lived, to try to reconnect with your son, who definitely does not live here. Oh, and I can't ask her any more questions because I have to upgrade. So the pro plan has improved accuracy. Does that mean like more accurate ghosts? Will I get ones that actually are from around here? All in all, pretty disappointing. I'm starting to think that wasn't even a real ghost. Okay, so there's also stories on here, aside from the ghost detector. Oh, scary user stories. I can read scary things that have happened to other people on this app. We are not going into my little brother's friend's house again. We looking a ghost. It was evil. I just saw Bert, named Old Good Man. He was born on year 1810, but I think that it is not much scary app. It's just funny. I saw this old dead guy, just pretty funny, honestly. He got murdered by his son. He's just here to reconnect with him. It's just kind of funny, just goofy stuff. But I am thinking about it, that it was real or fake if it is real, so I am very sad about Bert's death. Okay, well, at least, you know, they're offering their condolences to Bert. People don't talk about how sad ghosts are. People just make them seem scary, but it is sad that they die. I feel like we don't talk about that enough. Is this for kids? Because I am a kid, okay? I just wanted to see if my great-grandpa is a ghost. I miss him so much. Oh, dude. That's just kind of sad. That just makes me feel sad. They just wanted to see if their great-grandpa was still here, and they probably opened up the app and saw some ghost like... I decided to walk around to see if I could find ghosts in other corners of the room, and to my surprise, it turned out there was a ghost right where I was sitting the whole time. So it turns out there's a ghost actually right where I'm sitting. Strangely though, this ghost didn't appear on the minimap, and I also couldn't click on it to interact with it. Okay, I don't know what this is supposed to be. Hello? Because it hasn't said like entity detected or anything. Does the app not know that this thing is here? This ghost is just going rogue. Bert? Alright, well, was ghost detector camera scary? No. It was kind of just sad. Alright, it's the next day. Let's play Scary Anna. Scary Anna would like to access the microphone. Uh-oh. Do I get to talk to Scary Anna? Allow. Okay. Wow, no. Hello?
Hello?
Okay, she talks back, that's cool.
Okay, she talks back, that's cool.
So, interesting, there's no menu screen or anything. You just get plopped right into the game face to face with this cat. And I will say, you know what, she is scary, actually. She is a scary pet, I'll give her that. So, I have to buy food at the store. I'm moving my finger on the screen, she's following it around with her creepy bloodshot eyes. What happened to this cat? I bought little Anna some chips, some chicken wings, and I fed them to her, and look at her, she is looking better already. I am doing a great job and being a great pet owner. Wants me to buy more food at the store. Oh, what? Oh my god, wait, I'm dragging her around. Yo, what the fuck? Oh my god, that's so violent. Anna, I'm sorry, I didn't know I was gonna do that. That was really uncalled for. I'm not gonna do that anymore, okay? In fact, let's go ahead and wash you off. Maybe we can take a bath. Maybe you'll look less scary when you're clean. You do look a little less scary. Look at you. Oh, that filled up your little toilet meter. Okay, maybe now we need to go to sleep. Definitely not how I was expecting you to sleep, but okay. Anna becomes a little bit less scary with each new task that you complete for her, proving my theory that she just needed a loving owner correct. To increase Anna's happiness, there are 3 games you can have her play. There's Mortal Anna, in which Anna battles an onslaught of scary Juans in a coliseum. Oh shit. Why is this game actually kind of good? This fighting actually feels like a real video game. It like goes into slow-mo when you kill a Juan and everything. This, for whatever reason, makes Anna ecstatic. She is a bloodthirsty monster and loves killing her some Juans. Then there's Hill Climber and Wave Race. Woo! I definitely wouldn't say this game is scary. I'm actually having a great time right now. This is a beautiful scenic drive. I guess the only thing scary about it is Anna herself, but she's getting less scary by the minute. And if it was that she was only scary because she was malnourished, sad, and tired, then really it was my fault that she was even scary in the first place. I was just not taking care of my cat. And then I have the gall to name her Scary Anna. So is this really the only way to make your cat happy? Get him on a jet ski? Your cat's gonna look just like Scary Anna unless you do this with them constantly. You need to put them in a little ATV going up hills and stuff. You need to put them in a jet ski. They need to kill Juans, quite frankly. Damn, well that's definitely not gonna make her happy. I took great care of this cat. I maxed out all of her traits. In fact, at one point I even overfed her and she got a little bit chubby. Oh wait, I fed her too much. Okay. Well, I'll clean her off. I didn't know that you could overfeed her. I'm sorry, Anna. I was trying to make up for my previous transgressions towards you. I did not mean to do that. Okay, so you're totally happy, you're totally clean, you're totally well slept, and you've overeaten a little bit. You still do look quite scary. So I think at this point, what I'm gathering is that you might be a little far gone. I think no matter what I do for you, actually, you're gonna always look a little bit scary. I think it's probably a few underlying medical conditions. It's nobody's fault per se. Maybe you were born like this. You were just born scary. Didn't the description of the game say something like, see how she reacts to your touch? Like there'd be some kind of interesting, you know, fun ways to interact with her. It's basically pain. Pain is how she reacts to your touch, it seems. All right, well, that's it for that game, I guess. I did literally everything there is to do in the game. Was it scary? The game was not scary, but Anna, I'll give it to her. She's scary. Well, even though I wasn't really scared by any of these horror games, I do feel like I'm walking away from them with a new lifelong friend. The Terrific Sister. Oh, did you think I was talking about Scary Anna? No, she's gross. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Hello, Greg. Well, guys, I've got some interesting content for you today, as usual. I found a very curious case that I would like your opinion on, but I don't want to give anything away just yet. I just want you to watch the first couple TikToks, and then I will sort of explain what's going on, okay? So this is the first TikTok I saw of this guy. His name is Dustin Tyler. It says, drink a bucket of bleach or date Selena Gomez again. Let's see what he says. So yeah, deeply personal thing to post on TikTok, I feel like. I didn't know who this guy is when I first saw this TikTok, so I was just very confused. I was like, did this guy date Selena Gomez? It says again. It's not just some guy speculating, like, I probably wouldn't like dating Selena Gomez, so yeah, I'll take the bleach. So then he made another video responding to this comment. It says, is he making fun of Bryce Hall, or... And I don't know what that's referring to. I don't know if Bryce Hall said that he liked Selena Gomez or dated her or something, but this just provides a little more insight into the relationship that this guy had with Selena Gomez.
Nah, I'm not making fun of Bryce Hall. Him and I are nothing alike. See, he has to make stories up that he was with Selena Gomez. Me, I actually was. And then I friend-zoned her, and then I broke her little heart. Again, a very mean tone to the video, condescending to this person who is just genuinely asking a question, but gives a lot of insight into his alleged relationship with Selena Gomez. And then I friend-zoned her, and then I broke her little heart. I am curious about the details of the story though, because just the order of events is kind of weird to me, the way he laid it out. He says, I was with Selena Gomez, and then I friend-zoned her, and then I broke her little heart. He says that things happened in that order. Usually, you don't start dating someone and then friend-zone them. Usually when guys talk about getting friend-zoned, it's like they're talking to this girl, and then she reveals that she sees them as more like friends. This guy's saying, we were dating. They could have been dating for like 3 years, and then he turns to her and he's like, you know, I really see you like a sister. The best sister I ever had. So he says he dated her and then friend-zoned her and then broke her heart. So he like friend-zoned her, broke things off with her, and then he broke her heart. What did he do? I dated her, I friend-zoned her, and then I killed her hamster. Just straight up stepped on it. This was years later, by the way. Anyway, by now you're probably wondering, who the hell is this guy? Is this Justin Bieber? Because I know they dated. That's what I thought at first. I thought, is this what Justin Bieber looks like now? But no, this guy's name is Dustin Tyler. And I scrolled through his page to try to figure out who this guy is, and here's what I came up with. It's coming soon, but just like Oklahoma, mine is coming sooner. I'm just a late bloomer. Okay, so I didn't know who this guy was at first, but luckily there's a logo in the corner that says Victorious. Apparently this guy was a character on Victorious. At first I did think this was Andy Samberg from 2006, but he was a character, let's see, Victorious
puppet guy. He was this guy. Robbie Shapiro is one of Tori's friends at Hollywood Arts. And he's got a few videos where he does sort of a glow up. He's like, this is what I used to look like back when I was on Victorious. And this is what I look like now. Don't I look so different? And then I was like, okay, this makes sense now. So this guy used to be on like an old Nickelodeon show. And so he was probably in with the Nick kids and the Disney kids. And so that's how he knew Selena Gomez and that's how they dated, right? It all makes sense. However, after reading the comments on these TikToks, I came to discover that this guy, this man, is not the guy from Victorious. These are two different people. He's just straight up lying about everything. He's not that guy. He didn't date Selena Gomez. His page is full of lies. And to be honest, he's not lying very well, mind you, because the actual guy from Victorious, his name is Matt Bennett. And he has a TikTok account. And if you wanted to pretend to be him, you could at least make your name on TikTok Matt Bennett. I think that would make people believe you a lot more if you really wanted to trick people. But he didn't. He just he just kept his real name. Dustin Tyler. That's me. Please don't Google my name. So this dude's whole thing, apparently, is just like making shit up on TikTok and then hoping it goes viral because people are kind of like, whoa, you used to be the guy from Victorious? Or whoa, you used to date Selena Gomez? And now you'd rather kill yourself than date her again? That's crazy. It's also funny now that he says that he friend zones Selena Gomez because that would imply that like they are now friends, you know? And this is a pretty fucked up thing to say about your friend. Date Selena Gomez again, dude? Oh, that's disgusting, dude. That fucking, I hate that girl. I hate her. I would not touch her with a 10-foot pole. She's crazy. And she's my best friend. But again, it turns out that he did not friend zone her at all. Maybe he stranger zoned her. He friend zoned her so hard that they don't even know each other. And never did. This is kind of interesting to me because this is sort of playing off an existing trend on TikTok where people will post like that they have some sort of past or current relationship with a celebrity, like my uncle is Tom Cruise, or like my grandma is Sandra Bullock. And like TikToks like these will go viral because people are just like weirdly obsessed with stuff like that. The comments are always like, holy shit, I didn't know Tom Cruise had a family. I'm not really sure why people are so surprised about it. I understand just being like, yeah, I never really thought about like what Tom Cruise's cousin would be like before. But then again, why would you, you know? Like I can't imagine why you'd ever be in like a Mission Impossible movie wondering like, I wonder who the guy who plays this character's cousin is. What's that guy like? What's he up to? So I guess it's just surprising to like see him. But it's not really surprising to find out that he does have a cousin. I don't think we're all under the impression that, like, Chris Pratt just showed up just came about through natural causes. If you just search on TikTok, I think famous relative check, lots of videos will come up about being related to Charlie D'Amelio or Bob Saget. Okay, this guy is saying that his mom is Flo from Progressive. This is kind of like a popular thing on TikTok, and anytime like a big celebrity has some cousin post about them, it goes viral. But the downside to blowing up in this fashion is that it's kind of hard to keep this momentum going, you know? Most people don't have multiple famous relatives, so you can't just keep posting about like having more famous relatives. I mean, I guess if your cousin was Justin Bieber, you could just sort of keep filming him at every like family get together. But you are kind of just limited to one famous person, which is where I think this guy Dustin Tyler has it all figured out, because he doesn't just pick one celebrity to be related to. He'll lie about being related to anybody in a multitude of ways. Now, I should say that in this dude's profile, it does say jokes/satire. So he is covering his bases just in case someone tries to like sue him for whatever that would be, lying. Being weird. In case anybody tries to sue me for being a little bit strange, it's all jokes. Also, all of his TikToks about like dating famous women are about him friend zoning them. Or like him like dating them and being like, yeah, I dated like the most famous woman in the world. It was trash. Low-key, I'm a little bit out of her league. I mean, look at me, dude. I've got tattoos and I live in a hallway. And he kind of tries to disguise it as sort of like self-deprecating, like, oh, what an idiot I am. I dated the most famous pop star in the world, and I was too good for her, and I
broke her heart, ripped it to smithereens, and now I kind of regret it. Dope, I'm so stupid. Oopsie. And this is all of his content. Then, like, his whole friend group must just be famous pop stars, right? If he's friend zoning all of these girls, and they're just his friends now. Maybe this is the only way he knows how to make friends.
Put your back into it, tell us why, show us how. Look at where you came from, look at you now.
The caption for that one is, "This is what I looked like when I friend-zoned Ariana Grande." Okay, that one's not even trying to disguise it as like a self-deprecating joke. That one's just like, look at how ugly I was when I friend-zoned a literal pop music icon. And now look at how hot I am. I can't decide how I feel about this, because on one hand it's kind of creepy, but it also is kind of funny that he's just like pretending to be dating all of these famous people. I will say, very disrespectful to the guy from Victorious. The fact that he's using this guy's picture to be like his past ugly self and being like, but now don't worry guys, now I'm hot. I don't look like that ugly ass dweeb anymore. And he's like showing a picture that's not even him, it's some other guy. And he's also kind of like lying about things that guy did too now. He just starts assigning all of this horrible shit to this guy that's not even him. Yeah, this is what I looked like back when I robbed that bank. Can you believe this is what I looked like back then? Damn, that was the same year I blew up that hospital too. Shit, I've really changed since then. My name is Matt Bennett, by the way, and I did all those things. People just walk away from those videos being like, wow, that guy who played that kid in Victorious is kind of an asshole. Also, one of the weirdest things about this is he also posts all of these TikToks on Instagram, and he's verified on Instagram, which seems very weird because literally all he does is pretend to be other people, and somehow that gets him verified. But he does, in fairness, also say jokes and satire in his Instagram description. So when Instagram verified him, what they're saying is, don't worry guys, this really is the guy who pretends to be the guy from Victorious. If you're wondering if this guy really is who he says he is really the guy that pretends to date Selena Gomez. They do get a little bit creepier though. This one is like that sound that's like, back in the day, me and you, baby, we used to have fun. And it says, my mind when I bump into Ariana Grande when she's with her husband with like a emoji. Imagine this guy that Ariana Grande's never met before bumping into her in public with her husband. Remember me? It's like, I've never seen you before in my life. Oh, the fun we used to have. If he keeps making TikToks like these are only going to get progressively more and more creepy the more like life changes Ariana Grande goes through. The next one's like me following Ariana Grande's daughter home from elementary school to tell her about all the good times me and her mom had. Me in court while Ariana Grande's trying to file a restraining order against me.
And if you wonder if I hate you, I do.
Imagine Ariana Grande's husband like just randomly stumbling across this TikTok. What the fuck? I don't even know this guy. Imagine if he sees all the other TikToks and like believes them, because he doesn't know. Babe, who is this guy? And she's like, I have no idea. And he's like, bullshit. You're just saying that. You're lying to me. This guy friend-zoned you. And now he hates me. And she's like, no, I literally have no idea who that guy is. He's lying. You obviously do know him. He was on Victorious. That guy was not on Victorious. You are so full of shit. He's verified on Instagram, babe. Okay, that one just throws off the whole thing. I thought he wanted Ariana Grande back. And all the other TikToks, he's like, damn, I wish I never friend-zoned her. And now he's saying I would never date her again? How do you reconcile those two? Oh, I wish I didn't friend-zone Ariana Grande. I wish I killed her. These are getting a little creepy, kind of like bringing her husband into it. There's one comment under this TikTok that says, you're using her name a little too much, I think. And he commented under it, I'm obsessed with her. I'm not using her name too much. I'm obsessed with her. I think I'm using it an appropriate amount. How am I supposed to stop using her name if I can't stop thinking about her? How does that make any sense? Again, I get that this is all a bit, you know, it's all jokes and satire, but I do feel like he may be taking the bit a little bit too far and committing a little bit too hard to the bit now. He's gonna get arrested and be like, that video that I posted of me over Ariana Grande and her husband sleeping was a joke. I was making fun of someone who would do that. The knife in my hand was a goof. You wanna know the craziest thing about this? Is all this dude does is pretend to be other people and pretend to be related to other people. And he has 1.7 million followers on TikTok. You know John Legend? Like an actual famous person just started a TikTok. You know how many followers he has? He's got 1.6 million followers. He's got less followers than someone pretending to be related to somebody famous. Dustin Tyler has 4 times as many followers as the actual guy from Victorious. Matt Bennett has 400,000 followers, and a guy pretending to be him has 4 times more. It's like, how do you get more followers by making TikToks about being like related to somebody than you do by being that guy? He hasn't just pretended to date celebrities, he also has pretended to be Keanu Reeves' son.
People, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., Santa's coming to town.
And a lot of them have this kind of theme where like people and like potential girlfriends only like him because he's Keanu Reeves' son. And I just think it's kind of funny that in this fictional world where he can make up anything, he picks such a sad reality for himself. He picks these worlds where like he turned away the love of his life, Ariana Grande, and now he's bitter and he despises her husband. And he picks this world where Keanu Reeves is his dad, but like he can't really be sure if anyone actually likes him for him because everyone's just so obsessed with Keanu Reeves. He's turning his life into a tragedy. He's made a tragedy of himself. Also, I think it's kind of funny that in this scenario, it seems like the she that this video is talking about would be Ariana Grande. You know how Ariana Grande is obsessed with Keanu Reeves and that's a thing about her?
Screaming, crying.
Also, I want to know where he's making these TikToks. He's always either like in a hallway or in a storage closet. I feel like I'm way more interested than his life than like whatever fantasy land he's coming up with. I feel like he's making these at work. Whatever job this guy works, I must be the most boring job in the world. I get daydreaming about like dating Ariana Grande or like having a famous parent, but then like daydreaming and fantasizing about like dating Selena Gomez, but it was trash. It's like you've gone through everything else there is to daydream about. And now all you have to daydream about is like, what if people only liked me because my dad was in The Matrix? Anyway, I don't know. What do you guys think? Is this creepy or normal? Is this creepy behavior or is this all in good fun? And it's just kind of like a silly guy being goofy and wacky. Let me know. Anyway, thank you so much to SeatGeek for sponsoring this video. Guys, live events are back and you're gonna be going back to them in style. You wanna know why? Because thanks to SeatGeek, you can save $20 using my code GREG on SeatGeek. If you don't know what SeatGeek is, it's basically an app for your butt. And what I mean by that is it helps get your butt in some dope-ass seat. SeatGeek is a ticketing app. It helps you get tickets in the easiest way possible. I've got the app on my phone. I've used it to get tickets to a variety of shows in the past, and I really like how it tells you whether or not you're getting a good deal on tickets. It basically color codes the seats and the tickets so you know whether you're getting a good deal or a bad deal. Green means good, red means stop. Whether it's concerts, baseball, basketball, football, etc., whatever you're into that has tickets, you can probably find it on SeatGeek. I personally am going to an Oliver Tree show in February, which I'm very excited about. Got the tickets on SeatGeek. It was super easy to do. And again, thanks to SeatGeek sponsoring this video using the promo code GREG, you can get $20 off tickets from SeatGeek. That's $20 off your first purchase if you use my code GREG, and make sure you click the link in the description to download the app. Thank you to SeatGeek for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking out SeatGeek. Bye. What's up, Greg? I'm sure we've all seen the genre on YouTube by now of YouTubers flaunting their wealth. I feel like every couple weeks we get a new like FaZe Rug house tour, or like Jeffree Star gets a new Lamborghini and we all have to look at it. But unless you find yourself sitting on the couch with nothing to watch on YouTube at like 7 p.m. at night every night, you might not have fallen down the same rabbit hole I have, which is like insane opulence YouTube. Granted, FaZe Rug, he is rich. Jeffree Star is even richer, but these videos by this dude Producer Michael are like on a completely different level. Producer Michael is so rich that I think he would consider David Dobrik poor. Basically, he runs a YouTube channel where he goes around and sort of explores the finer things in life. He goes to jewelry stores to look at like really expensive watches. He goes to like $100 million houses to do tours. And I think my favorite thing about Producer Michael is that while you might think that like just by being this rich, you would be qualified to talk about like really expensive watches, like, oh, he must know all about this kind of stuff. He is not qualified. He is perhaps the most clueless person that could possibly be doing these videos. In this TikTok, he is surprised to learn that he is in possession of and is currently wearing an earring that is worth $5 million.
What is that thing you're wearing?
It's a red diamond, would you like to see it?
You don't understand. This thing right now, do you know how much this is worth? $5 million.
Michael is the quintessential clueless rich person. He does not have a single clue what is going on. He is like unbelievably wealthy. The things that he shows off in his videos are so unnecessarily like ostentatious. And I think that's really clear in this video, $2 million diamond covered shoes.
So we're back with Jason of Beverly Hills. This time we're in his VIP suite.
So right off the bat, this is like a scenario that nobody's ever been in ever. So it's like the least relatable thing in the world. But I guess that's sort of the appeal of videos like this, is I guess you really get to see how like the most insanely wealthy people in the world live. I didn't even know that jewelry rooms had VIP sections.
I don't think they're real gold. There's a lot of them, or it might just be a reflection, but it's really cool, isn't it?
I love that.
Yeah, it might just be a reflection, but I'm not sure. One thing you gotta know about Michael is that he's never gonna find out. He'll say in his videos a million times, it might be this way, and I don't know. And I can guarantee you right now, he's not gonna find out for you. He's just gonna kind of casually speculate on it, and then he's gonna move on.
Would you like something to drink?
Oh, yes, please. Sparkling water. Adam will have the same. I'm choosing it for him.
Although, I do see beer taps back there.
No beer, Adam.
So stern with the no beer Adam. Like, I'm wondering, did something happen before?
No beer, Adam.
I feel like Adam has definitely had some sort of workplace incident involving beer.
Wow, this is lovely.
Oh, I already see lots of sparkly things.
Wow. What have you got your eyes on?
Really great commentary so far. They just sort of walk in and silently stare at the diamonds for a few minutes. What are you looking at over there? Rings? Cool. I'm looking at bracelets. Nice. But eventually they make their way over to a pair of $2 million diamond covered shoes.
Michael Blakey shoes. I could wear these, right?
I know. These are all diamonds.
How do you know?
When I'm telling you this man has absolutely no expertise, this is what I mean. Oh, these shoes are covered in diamonds. How do you know? How can you tell that? How do you know these are diamonds? It's like, I don't know, because I looked at them. But some of them could be glass, right? Not too much else interesting happens in this video. The owner of the jewelry store shows up. He sort of enters like Darth Vader.
How are you?
There's also a portion of this tour where the owner's wife is also behind glass. Like she's in a different room, kind of just like, oh man, I wish I could hang out in the VIP lounge. Now, many of you may have heard about the One. It was like being marketed as the most expensive house in the world. It's like this insane mansion in LA. It was just in the news recently because it was selling for $500 million and they couldn't find any buyers for it. And so I think that it was like foreclosed on, and then finally it was sold at auction for like $150 million, which is obviously still insanely expensive, but like, damn, that's like $350 million below asking. And about a year ago, Michael was able to actually tour the house with the man who designed and built the house himself, the lucky winner of negative $350 million, Niall Niami. They make it seem like this house is gonna be the coolest thing you've ever seen. Like we're about to see some really sick, like bat cave type mansion. But I gotta be honest, this house is so boring. Basically, if you can picture every modern mansion in LA, like the white tile on the floor and everything looks like angular, this is a Minecraft house. It's just a really big version of it. There it is, in all its glory. This house is so big it makes my stomach churn. The whole time I was watching this tour, I was kind of just like, I would feel so stressed living here, knowing that like on any given day, honestly in any given month or year, there's no way I could possibly utilize all of this house. A couple weeks ago, I bought this candle that I put on my desk, and then afterwards I realized that I don't really like how it smells that much, and so it's just been kind of sitting here, and I've burned it a few times, but just it sitting here is like making me feel bad for buying it, because I know I'm not really not gonna use it much. So to imagine a house that costs probably, I don't know, like 5 billion times as much as this candle, I can't do the math in my head that quick. It's a very stressful thought, and it really makes you wonder, who is buying this house? Who thinks they need this house, you know? And in case you're wondering, it is like the owner of Fashion Nova who bought it. That's who bought it. So
we are at the largest house in the urban world. And what gets better than that, we are with the one and only Niall, who is the visionary behind this. He built this.
Yep, what makes the tour even better is that we are getting a glimpse into the man, the absolute psychopath that made this house, Niall. This dude is an enigma. Him and Michael together are just like the two most eccentric rich people I've ever seen. The way they interact is wild, and after watching like 2 minutes of Niall, you'll be like, yeah, it makes sense that this is the guy that built this house.
Whoa! Guys, I have never been in this house before. This is the first time walking through the door.
Really great commentary, dude. You've just entered the most expensive house in the world, and the only thing you can say is, I've never been here before. And that's pretty, and I have no further comment on the matter. Like, how does this guy get these gigs, man? He does not know anything about anything. Wow, holy shit, this place is big. So that's the tour then, and I get to go home. Oh, there's more rooms? Oh, sick. It's like watching a cooking competition show, but like that master chef or whatever is trying everybody's dishes, and he's like, I've never eaten cake before, but this is good. This is cake. Yeah, it's pretty good. Is all cake like this, or is cake usually better than this, or this is good cake? Yeah, I like it.
The house is surrounded by water, so we have little moats, and we have a total of 7 water features and swimming pools combined. But this office, you'll see every single wall in this office touches water, so it's like it's floating.
Yes, that's exactly what I want when I pay $500 million for a house. I want to look out the window and see what looks like a mall, like wishing fountain. Is it just me, or is this like the ugliest like water feature in a house you've ever seen? Like the tile grout already has like a ton of dirt in it. There's like a filter thing right here. I feel like they could have done more to make this look nice. Also, what the fuck, dude? Nobody needs a moat in their house.
So the next room we're going to go to is the formal living room, and the formal living room, I designed it like the Plaza Hotel in New York, where you could have multiple meetings at the same time. It was very important for me that the house feels comfortable and warm.
He just said I wanted this house to feel warm and comfortable. This is the least warm and comfortable house I've ever seen. His feet are literally like squeaking on the floors of the hall as he walks through, and he's still like, yeah, this place is nice and warm and comfortable, huh? Nice and homey feeling in here. I don't at all feel like I'm walking through a mall right now. Every piece of furniture in this house is like so sharp it looks like it would cut you, and he's like, yeah, it's really like inviting and friendly, right?
Check this out. Is this not the Four Seasons? I
Or
feel
the
like
Plaza.
I'm in the
One
Four
of the two.
Seasons.
Is that a good thing? Yeah, I kind of wanted the living room, the place where you like relax and unwind, to feel like the lobby of a hotel. And then for the master bedroom, I wanted more of an intimate feel. So for there, we kind of went with like a Cheesecake Factory vibe. And just like the Cheesecake Factory, there is a lot on the menu in there. Yup.
And the view today is a lot of overcast, but
still,
you know, the thing that is crazy.
Great banter between Michael and Niall.
Still, you know, the thing that is
just sort of talking over each other constantly. This next part, we get a glimpse of how truly weird Michael is. They go outside to look at this sculpture, and Michael is like really excited because he gets to walk on grass.
This is going to be a first. I never walk on grass.
A lot to unpack here. First off, he says, I never walk on grass. And I think he's talking about just his house tours. I don't know why. I mean, like, most houses have some kind of grass yard, right? Especially ones this big. But he could also be talking about just like in his everyday life, like this man is so rich that he's never walked on grass before. And it kind of made it seem like it, because if you go back, like, he kind of looks like a dog with an electric fence, where he's like kind of walking along the edge of the tile trying to follow Niall, but he can't because he doesn't want to walk on the grass. I just want to know more about Michael's story. Like, who are you, dude? Father never let me walk on grass as a child. He said grass is for the peasants that live at the bottom of the mountain where our castle resides.
This is real grass, and I'm going to walk on it.
There you go.
How about that? Look, I'm on the grass, guys.
And you know what? I'm happy for Michael. He is like absolutely ecstatic to be stepping on grass. This is the best day of his life. He's really showing his dad today, hey dad, you don't have to be poor to step on grass. Now, you might not think that Niall is that weird. I know I said that he's like a really eccentric guy, and you might be wondering what I mean by that. While Niall is showing off this sculpture, listen to the tangent he goes on about his ex-wife.
It's turned into something so much more, because my ex-wife, I'm just getting divorced, unfortunately. It was a whirlwind relationship. I met her during COVID, and it didn't work out.
Okay, we don't need to know all this. This is not about the sculpture. Just keep going. You don't need to give us the whole story of your ex-wife when you just mention her once.
But maybe it will still at the end. I don't know. But this is a charity that we have called Wings of Angels, and this is going to help children in third world countries through the arts.
I don't know any of what he's talking about. He went into this weird tangent about his ex-wife and how he hopes it'll still work out. It seemed like he got choked up, and then he was like, but this sculpture is gonna help third world country kids. And that's really what it's all about at the end of the day.
So this is my artwork, and I have one in a glass case in my other house. It's a giraffe, anatomically correct giraffe skeleton.
So this guy has an anatomically correct chrome giraffe skeleton in this house. As you'll see in a bit, in his own house, he also has like the same thing, but in gold. This dude is really into giraffe skeletons. I don't know if he thinks that makes houses seem more warm and friendly to have like a giraffe carcass towering over you at all times. And then there's also a nightclub in the bottom level of this house.
This is the nightclub.
Look at this.
Shall I do the reveal? Okay, here's the reveal.
It almost feels like he wanted the house to be a certain amount of square footage, but then ran out of ideas of how to fill the space. So he got 50,000 square feet done, and then for the other 50,000, he was like, I start putting businesses in here. I don't know, nightclub, sure. If you go another level down, it's like an Amazon fulfillment center.
Well, Paul McLean was the architect, but everything in this house was generally all of my ideas.
We know. It was your idea. We know. It's very believable. You don't have to explain it further. We know. You killed the giraffe and you came up with a nightclub idea.
This is the community bath. So this is the her side. This is the toilets and this is the sinks. And see these plates right here.
Why does Michael storm into the bathroom like he's looking for someone? Niall's talking, he just books it to one of the stalls and is like, who's in there? Michael's actually on a secret mission right now. He's on a reconnaissance mission looking for this dude's ex-wife. We know she's hidden somewhere in the house. You've got to find her, Michael. Oh, okay. Really interesting house. Yeah, I like this place. Found ya! Shit.
These are the urinals. And I'm gonna have cameras here looking at the guys.
You're gonna have cameras?
Cameras looking at the guys putting the image in the girls' bathroom. Out of the box thinking.
Out of the box thinking. You see, most people wouldn't think to do that because it's illegal. But I'm thinking outside the box of what is morally acceptable.
It's a normal thing a guy would do. Now I'm thinking the girl. Get in the back for a minute.
He's like, you know how that's a thing that guys are always doing? A thing that all guys are doing? And it's like, no, not really. I don't think all guys are doing that in nightclubs. And he's like, yeah, you know how I'm always doing that? You know how I'm always putting cameras in the girls' bathroom? Well, now I'm gonna do the opposite.
I'll show you the theater.
Where is the theater?
Wait. It's very hard.
We just saw the real Niall for a second. Oh, where is the theater?
Shut the fuck up!
You speak when you're spoken to. Or, it's over here.
Hard to see this because my ex that I met 8 months ago, I married. It didn't work out because she's from Argentina. She doesn't listen to me, blah, 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 blah.
He said it didn't work out because she's from Argentina and she doesn't listen to me. My two biggest turnoffs, dude. Kind of feel like you would have known at least one of those things before you got married, but I don't know. She's from Argentina. She wouldn't listen to me. She told me to stop mutilating exotic animals, blah, blah, blah. She told me that my giraffe-sized vat of molten gold in our living room was too expensive.
But it's still hard to see because we were soulmates, deeper connection that you could ever imagine.
No.
So it's hard.
Dude, you gotta stop bringing up your ex-wife, man. 10 million people have seen that first video and 4 million people have seen this one. You can't be airing this stuff out like this. Rich men will do a $500 million house tour instead of just going to therapy. I struggle to properly articulate how I feel when I watch videos like this, because on one hand, it is entertaining to see how insanely rich people live. I think another part of it is sort of like a what is that word, Schadenfreude? What is it called when you're watching somebody do something embarrassing and it's makes you feel funny? Schadenfreude? I think that's it. It's kind of like secondhand embarrassment where I'm I look at Michael and just all of the expensive stuff he owns in his clothes and I'm don't ever let me be that person. I make more money than I ever thought I would from YouTube. I have a really great career. It is a fear of mine that I will someday become out of touch and start acting like this. So if you ever see me start acting like Michael, please do not let me. Okay, so now that was the house that Niall built. Now this is Niall's personal house. Maybe you're curious to see how this dude actually lives, given everything we know about him so far.
So this is your house?
It is, yeah.
This is absolutely gorgeous. So, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, check it.
Can we show that? It's a hologram. I need this. Where do you get these?
I'm selling all the art, so if you want,
I'll have this.
So one of the weird things about this house tour is that Niall keeps saying that every piece of art in this house is for sale, which is definitely not a good sign. Every time Michael is wow, this is a cool piece, he's yeah, how much will you pay for it? Because this one's actually it's a great deal. It's going for $350 million. Do you want it? So here's the golden giraffe that's at his house. It's absolutely insane looking. I mean, I don't know, does this go kind of hard? Is it cool? I don't know if you can tell at this part of his house. It kind of feels like it's just in the back of his house somewhere that you'd never see it. But if you're gonna have an insane piece of art, maybe this is kind of cool. He said there is a real giraffe skeleton involved in this somehow. I think that they molded one out of clay based on a real giraffe skeleton. So I don't know if they had to kill a giraffe to make this. That would be fucked up. But then Niall says something that is pretty disturbing.
Each side is 2 clear, 2 broken. You want to know a secret? It's funny.
Yeah.
they weren't really broken. Like somebody shot a bullet in this one. You can see the hole, so I broke the other side with a hammer just to match it.
Yeah, Niall says that someone shot the giraffe's sculpture case randomly, like he doesn't know who it was, and his first instinct was like, oh shit, now I gotta make the other side look cracked too. So he walked around to the other side and cracked it with a hammer. Niall, are you not concerned?
Why did they do that?
I don't know. I came out one day with, oh, sorry.
I don't know. It's not like I'm in like a ton of debt and people would have good reason to take me out. It's probably not a big deal. Oh, my favorite part of this whole tour is that while they're in like the bathroom, I guess, or some kind of spa room, Niall says he has a secret room, the red room. And he's like, you can't bring a camera in here. So I'm guessing this is some kind of like sex dungeon or some shit. And when Michael comes out, he is absolutely petrified. He is a changed man.
Oh, that secret?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, I see why.
Hold on.
All right.
No,
I guess
leave it behind.
I mean, you can just tell by the entrance that something is going down in here, right?
I've never seen anything quite like that in my life.
Secret.
Maybe you're right, we shouldn't show it. Thoughts, Adam?
Michael looks like he's on the verge of tears, dude. Motherfucker's never touched grass before. And you brought him into a sex dungeon?
you look like a changed man.
He looks like the shell of a man. Look at him, he's going to go hide in the corner. Anyway, so that's producer Michael, the richest man in the world, I think. Well, thank you guys for watching this video. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Yeah, Tesla. Vans. What y'all know about hopping out a $300,000 car? Hop out the whip. Hop back in. Yeah. Hop out the whip. Ooh, that's my shit. Talk about, look at the look in your eyes when I hop out of the Porsche, hop out the Benz, hop out the Beamer, bitch. I ain't gotta open the doors, and I got a bad little mama. She wanna go for a ride, joke's on her. I'm only 14 years old, I do not know how to drive. We just be sitting in the car, we just be sitting in the whip. I might hop right out, right before I hop back in. I've been working on my squats, I've been working on my sprints. I got a tramp in the garage, I bought brand new kicks so I can hop out the whip, hop back in, hop back in, hop out the whip, hop out the whip. That's my shit, yeah. Shit. Hop out the whip, hop out the whip, hop back in, hop out the whip, hop out the whip. Ooh, that's my shit. This whipping is serious. It ain't even funny. These bitches be bugging. I just stay hopping like bunnies. Covered in carrots. What's up, doc? Can you look at my hip? I didn't take care of myself. I think I dislocated it when I hopped in the whip. Doing tricks in the whip. 360 degrees in the flip. Going up to the high dive and diving the shit. Going up in the plane and skydiving in this. And when I land, we're high-fiving, I bet. It did have a roof, but it doesn't no more. I put it away like I'm doing some chores. Now I can hop in and out of the whip till I figure out how to open the doors. Hop out the whip. Hop out the whip. Hop back in. Hop back in. Hop out the whip. Hop out the whip. That's my shit. Yeah. Shit. Hop out the whip. Hop out the whip. Hop back in. Yeah, hop back in. Hop out the whip. Yeah. Ooh, that's my shit. Yo. Can someone please tell me how to open the goddamn doors to this car? Game's over for y'all when I get my license. Learn how to drive. Hey Greg, welcome to Danny's Kitchen. It's everybody's favorite cooking show where we don't cook up food. We cook up pranks. So I've already done 2 videos about Troom Troom before, right? They're this DIY, super fun, crafting, life hacks YouTube channel that makes just the best pranks. And I've made fun of their pranks a lot. I've made fun of just about everything about their videos. And while I've speculated about how bad their pranks would be in real life, I've never actually tried them. So that's what I'm gonna do today. So I'm not just gonna be testing any old Troom Troom pranks. Troom Troom has a new genre of pranks that they've been doing that are called edible pranks. And no, the prank is not involuntarily feeding weed to people. I thought that that might be what it was when I first read the titles, but has nothing to do with weed. In my opinion, the best pranks will make the person who's being pranked feel like they've gone insane. There's this one prank that I think exemplifies that really well. It's not by Troom Troom. It was on some foreign TV show. I remember seeing a clip of it on YouTube, but it was this tourist couple asked somebody to take a picture of them from across the street. As they were crossing the street to come back and check out the picture, a van crosses by and they hop in the van and 2 old people hop out without the person realizing, and then they walk back up to get the picture. It makes the dude think, wait, did I just take a picture of these people? Who the fuck are these people? Am I going insane? That's what I think a good prank should do. Troom Troom has taken a different approach to pranks. These edible pranks are not supposed to make the person who's being pranked think they're insane. It's supposed to make the person who's being pranked think their friend is insane. Let me show you this first prank as an example.
My friend wants to eat my cookies. No way! Then she takes her phone and bites off a piece of the case while talking. Wrap the phone with plastic wrap nicely.
So that's the that's the whole prank. It's, oh, my friend won't let me have some of her cookies. I'm gonna eat my fucking phone case. And I guess the prank is just my friend's gonna think I've lost my mind because I'm so hungry that I just start eating my phone case. So I bought the ingredients to do this one. So now we're gonna follow along step by step and do the dang prank. First, I need my phone.
Wrap the phone with plastic wrap nicely.
Wrap the phone with plastic wrap nicely. Okay. Oh, what the fuck? You know how they usually have like a razor thing here so that you can cut it easily? I couldn't find it. For some reason, it's here. So you like wrap it around and go like that. I've never cooked. So wrap the phone in plastic wrap nicely. It's important that you do this nicely, like the tutorial said. Otherwise, your phone's not gonna want to stay in. You have to say, okay, sweetheart, we're going in the plastic wrap now. Be a good girl. Okay, I wrapped it up nicely.
Sprinkle a mat with powdered sugar or starch.
Sprinkle a mat. Hopefully this works. Now I need powdered sugar. I probably should have got everything out before I started, but I forgot what I needed. So she said powdered sugar or starch. Not really sure what this is, but I'm gonna use this. Flour. Okay, that's probably starch. You know, Troom Troom is obviously made by, I don't know if it's Russian people or Ukrainian people, and then poorly translated into English. So a lot of their times, their videos are very poorly translated, and they end up using not the exact right word. And I think that's what happened here. I think they meant flour.
And roll out sugar paste to get a thin layer.
Roll out sugar paste to get a thin layer. Now, like I just said, Troom Troom likes to poorly translate their videos a lot. And I spent about an hour in a grocery store trying to find sugar paste. I even asked employees where the sugar paste was, and they looked at me like I was insane. And then I found out that it's called fondant. Okay, roll it out. They're using a cup. I feel like a rolling pin is the right thing to use for this, but maybe I don't have a rolling pin. I'll use a cup. Man, you know what doesn't feel good? Having flour all over your hands. Feels awful, actually. It's like the worst texture. Alexa, remind me to never be a chef. I've spread it out into a pretty thin mass. Okay, I think I'm happy with this thickness. I got a big white blob on my tray, and I think I'm ready to wash this fucking flour off my hands. Again, feels gross. Okay, next step.
Wrap it around a glass and put it onto a phone.
Okay, they used a much smaller piece. Maybe I should cut some of this off. I believe a knife is the proper tool for this. Cutting and whatnot. Maybe I'm not so bad at cooking after all. Wrap it around a cup. Doop, 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 doop. Set my phone down. And then just roll it on top of my phone. Really hope that that's sealed up. This is my actual phone that I use every day. So I really hope I don't fucking ruin it with sugar paste.
Press the paste over the phone. Define the corners and sides. Cut off the excess. Turn over the phone and the mat together and fold the edges inside.
Go in here. You just gotta basically karate chop it. Nobody's gonna believe this is a phone case. It's lumpy as fuck. Now I'm gonna cut off the excess, flip it around, wrap it on up. All right, it's looking like a phone case already. Yep, it's the exact shape of a phone.
Wait a few hours to get the sugar paste hardened.
Wait a few hours for the sugar paste to harden? My phone's in there. I thought I was just gonna be able to take it right out or something. All right, well, let's just set this prank aside to simmer, and I guess I'll get my phone back at some point. While we wait for that to harden, let's move on to the next prank. This one comes from a video called 14 Funny Summer Pranks / Prank Wars. And if you just look at the thumbnail, this is one of the pranks we're gonna be doing. It looks like it's like a crazy ice cream cone. Like I was, you're probably wondering, how did they get that cool spiral shape on an ice cream cone? It's even dripping like a regular ice cream cone would on a nice hot summer's day. Well, I'm gonna show you exactly how to make a cool spiral ice cream cone to prank your friends.
Phew, it's so hot. The best idea is to eat some ice cream. The friends give cooling surprise gifts to each other. Let's see what it is. Make a white sugar paste ball. Put the ball into a wafer cone. Pour topping onto the sugar paste ice cream. Emma gets her ice cream, but it doesn't melt. And it doesn't taste like ice cream. Although it's sweet enough. Well, I don't actually cool down the way I want. But Dolly gets a surprise gift too.
So the first girl gives her friend like a hard ball of sugar that's not cold like ice cream. It doesn't melt. It's just like this hard mush instead of ice cream. But don't worry, the other friend's got a great prank that she's gonna use to get back at her friend. Let's check it out.
But Dolly gets a surprise gift too. There is a light bulb cone in her package.
So it wasn't ice cream? It's just a fucking light bulb. In the thumbnail, it was like dripping like it's ice cream. It's not really ice cream. The prank is just, hey, give your friend a light bulb. Wow, what a great prank. Your friend's expecting ice cream, and instead she bites into a glass light bulb. Gotcha! Pranked! You've been got. Let's see how they pulled this prank off, because I'm pretty blown away.
Hot glue a spiral light bulb into a wafer cone.
Okay. They glued a light bulb into a cone. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So I bought some cones. I bought a whole pack of ice cream cones to use one. And by use one, I mean I'm gonna glue a fucking light bulb in it. Okay? And the rest goes in the garbage. Just kidding. Well, I'm gonna save it and maybe feed it to some birds. So I forgot to buy a light bulb. I figured my parents would have one laying around. But the only one I could find is this. It's a green party bulb. So maybe it's gonna be some lime-colored ice cream or something. Lamp contains mercury. So whoever's getting pranked with this one's not only getting a surprise when they bite into it, but they're also gonna have mercury poisoning. That's the prank. I guess I'll put this over here to harden as well. So we got 2 pranks in the bag. They're hardening over there. And we got 1 more to go before we're ready to test these out in the real world. Let's check it out.
Dolly is playing in the sand. It's so cute and innocent. Until she starts eating the sand right from a bucket.
This is a great prank. I want somebody, just anybody, to think I'm insane. Is that too much to ask? So I'm gonna make them think that I'm eating sand.
Grind short crust cookies in a blender.
Do I have a blender? That looks like a blender. Haha! I'm not exactly sure how many I need to use to make a significant amount of sand. And just so you know, these are gluten-free. So, they're good. This is gonna be some tasty sand. Oh no. I think this might have been wet when I just used it just now.
Put the crumbs into a toy bucket.
I wonder if I have a bucket. There's like chunks in here, but it's hard to tell if they're unbroken cookies or just like clumps because it kind of clumps together. Oh yeah. Now this is some fake ass sand.
Add a gummy seashell and a gummy starfish. Put in colorful candy drops.
Okay, I couldn't find gummy seashells and gummy starfishes at my local grocery store, so I went with Werther's Original Caramel Hard Candies. I thought that they might look like little rocks, or maybe a grandma got so old she turned to sand, leaving only her hard candies behind. I'll just put a couple in there, and hopefully that makes it look more like sand and not more like candy. Okay, we're gonna stop this episode of Danny's Kitchen for a brief poll. If I started scarfing this down in front of you, would you think I was eating sand? Vote now. Okay, it's looking good. Okay guys, I'm back with the phone case and it's been about 5 hours and this is still very soft, which is worrisome to me. It really doesn't feel any less soft than it did before. I'm kind of worried that it's never gonna dry, so I'm just gonna roll with it and just do it. Okay.
Trim the front edges.
So now I sort of cut the front of the phone out. Oh no, this is, oh no. Oh, my phone just buzzed. Well, I guess it still works, so that's good. It's looking pretty good so far.
Put a regular case onto the back side and cut out a hole for the camera.
Of course. Cut out the old camera hole here. Fantastic. All right, let's take this baby out of the case. There we go. Yep, this totally looks like a phone case. The problem with this prank is that my phone case is black, and this sugar paste is white. So I looked around the grocery store for like any kind of edible paint or dye, and I found this. It's called sparkling gel, and it's for writing on cakes and stuff, and it's kind of glittery, but I'm gonna try to use it to cover the case and make it black. And I guess I'll just cover it like
this. See, the problem is that this comes out so thinly that I'm gonna have to spread it around somehow, and I don't have any paint brushes or anything, but I guess I can just sorta, yeah, okay. This is sorta working. Yeah, okay. I'm starting to get it now. I think I understand. There's no fucking way this is gonna work. I finally understand. I got it now, guys. Yep, now we've got a nice black phone case that will convince just about anyone. All right, guys, well, in real Troom fashion, now that the pranks are done, it's time to put them to the test and see just how good these DIY pranks are. Let's do this. Eating sand and your phone case? Watch me convince my entire family I'm insane on this episode of Troom. Mother has just gotten home from a long morning shift at Starbucks and is now making food for a local homeless shelter. Watch as her idiot YouTuber son tries to prank her.
Have you seen what's in the sand? No.
Mother laughs, embarrassed that this is the best her son could do.
That looks good, Danny. Sam.
It's a prank! I'm recording.
Of course I know.
Do you know I'm recording?
Oh, no, but I assumed it was a prank because it doesn't really look like sand.
It doesn't? So you knew the second you looked at it, it wasn't sand?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't look like the sand because when you were showing me it, I know what the sand looks like because I just covered it yesterday and it was all dirty and brown and wet.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how would you rate my prank?
Good execution, well thought out, lots of work, cooking all the cookies and sugar.
Yeah.
Normally, I think I would freak someone out. Going, why are you eating sand?
Okay, so it's a good idea and good execution, but my mom knows what sand looks like, so it didn't work.
Yeah.
I just asked Laura to be in a video. I have to really quickly put the phone case on the phone.
Danny quickly prepares the phone for the prank by putting on his homemade case. But it turns out the case didn't harden at all, and it's not sticking to the phone. Shit. Alright guys, I've got Laura with me and we're gonna do a video. So this video is about, you have to tell a story about a time that you got in trouble.
Oh, I have to tell a story about a time I got in trouble. You're making me so nervous.
It's just a regular YouTube video, what do you mean?
I lied to my dad for the first time, and I told him I wasn't on a trampoline when I was on a trampoline.
Okay.
Danny! What is that?
Sorry, what?
What is that?
It's my phone case. Do you think it was pretty weird that I just started eating my phone case?
I knew you didn't want me to tell you a story. Are you joking?
It tastes really bad.
I bet.
So you didn't think it looked like a phone
No,
case?
it looks like a white piece of candy.
The purpose of this prank was to make you think that I was insane, because I just started eating my phone case. Do you think that worked?
No, it didn't look like a phone case.
If you had to rate it out of 10, what would you give this prank?
It's not even a prank. The biggest part of the prank is you asked me to tell a story and you didn't want it.
Okay, well that's it. That's the whole thing. Did you like it?
No.
Dad is trying to get some work done, but here I go, pranking again. Hey Dad?
Yeah?
You want some ice cream?
Sure.
Alright, here you go.
That's not ice cream. It's a light bulb.
Pranked ya! We got him good, guys. That was a good prank. Did I prank you good?
I've seen better pranks. It's kind of just a light bulb. I mean, it's supposed to be like ironic or surprise me or something.
You weren't surprised?
Well, it's kind of dumb.
Okay. If you had to rank it from 0 to 10.
I'd go with probably 2.
You heard it here first, folks. 2 out of 10.
Slightly above Jupiter.
What's up, Greg? Today we are going to be watching the Disney Channel original movie Zombies, which is by far the strangest allegory for racism in America I have ever seen. It's about humans living side by side with a community of zombies, the fictional, terrifying, flesh-eating monsters. Guess
which one is the minorities in this metaphor? Most Disney Channel movies start off in pretty much the exact same way. Some variation of a not so popular kid getting ready for their first day of school. There's bland pop music playing in the background, or maybe they're getting ready for their last day of school. There's bland pop music playing in the background. But this movie was actually a really nice change of pace from that. The whole intro to this movie is actually a fun little cartoon about how 50 years ago in the town of Seabrook, a power plant exploded, turning half the town's population into zombies that started killing and eating people. Bland pop music playing in the background. No, just kidding. It's horror music. Children are dying. Luckily for our main character, Zed, a zombie, in the present day, things have changed a lot, and zombies are not as dangerous as they once were. Even though they're still walled off from the rest of the town, they have to live in the slums and wear government-issued clothes, they do no longer have the urge to murder people, and that's thanks to a device called the Z-Band.
This puppy delivers a dose of soothing electromagnetic pulses that keep us from eating brains.
So the Z-Band makes this movie a really weird zombie movie. Half the characters are zombies, but because of the Z-Band, they don't have the urge to kill people. Doesn't that just make them people with green hair? And it's probably right about now you're starting to realize how this movie is a metaphor for racism. It's just weird to make a movie about zombies where the zombies aren't even zombies. They're just like regular guys with pale skin and green hair.
We've come a long way since the outbreak. Thanks to the Z-Band.
I have a lot of questions about this situation. Firstly, when was the Z-Band invented? Like, how long ago? Was it during Zed's lifetime? Is Zed the first Disney Channel original movie character to have eaten another human being? Or was that Kevin Jonas in Camp Rock? Dude was weird, I wouldn't be surprised. Zed is super excited because today is the first day that the zombies are going to be allowed to go to the human school.
Today's the first day we can attend human high school. And I get to try out for the football team.
Kind of fucked up they call it the human school because the zombies, as we just learned, are also humans. Also, the fact that they are just now being allowed to attend the human school does lend credibility to my theory that the Z-Band was just recently invented and Zed has tasted human flesh. He's especially excited to try out for the football team, so he's giving us a narration, he's really excited, he's getting ready for school.
And I get to try out for the football team.
Bland pop music playing in the background, okay. And then we meet our other main character, Addison.
Hi, I'm Addison.
Hi. So Addison lives on the other side of town, the human side of town, where everybody is normal. So normal, in fact, that everybody on this side of town hates anyone who's even a little bit different. Which means if you're a zombie, obviously they're not gonna like you, but even little differences. If you walk a little weird, they're gonna hate you. If your hair is a weird color, they're gonna hate you. But she's your classic decom popular girl. She's blonde, she's a cheerleader, she's excited for her first day of high school because she's gonna be trying out for the cheerleading team. But she has one dark secret. Actually, it's one light secret. It's that her hair is white.
I'm a totally normal teen. Well, except for this. Born with it. Doctors can't explain it.
Yeah, me too. Doctors can't explain mine either. They say it's maybe a sign that I'm super talented or special or something. I don't know.
People here hate anything that's different. If anyone outside my family found out I wore a wig, I would never be allowed to cheer.
These people need to get their priorities straight, man. There's monsters that live in your town. How do you have the time to hate on a 14-year-old with light hair? Aren't you worried about your babies getting eaten?
That's my little sister Zoe. She really wants a dog, but zombies aren't allowed to have pets. Some people still think we'll eat them.
I think that's a little justified, I think. I don't know. Don't you guys eat people? So now it's almost time for Zed and Addison's first day of school, but not before. This movie surprises you with the fact that it's a musical. You had no fucking clue, did you? So all of the songs in this movie suck ass. They are very forgettable, not catchy at all, but we do get a decent amount of lore in this first song. For example, the zombies have their own language.
He just dropped that in Zombie.
Didn't the power plant accident happen 50 years ago? When did they have time to come up with a whole language? Also, there are radical zombies like Zed's friend Eliza.
Let me introduce you to my friend Eliza.
We'll never be accepted. Zombies need to rise up. Fight the good fight. Stand for what's right.
I like this radical zombie. She's spitting facts. They do deserve to be treated better. After all, they are just people with green hair. I am kind of curious as to what she means when she says rise up.
Zombies need to rise up. Fight the good fight, stand for what's right.
Fight the good fight, eat the humans, and all their dogs and cats, and their kids. This song ends with what might be the most tasteless scene in any DCOM, as Disney harkens back to historic imagery of schools in the South desegregating for the first time. You know what I'm talking about. We've all seen the pictures in the history books where there's the oppressed group and the oppressive group on either side of a fence, and they're all singing and dancing about how this is gonna be their year. Yeah, it's a fucking crazy scene, because in case you didn't catch my sarcasm, this is not at all how desegregation went. To whitewash it like it was all just people singing and dancing with a fence in between is absolutely insane. Now, you might be thinking, gross. Valid. But you might also be thinking, hey, everyone here is dancing and smiling about how great this year is gonna be. It seems like all the humans are pretty stoked to have the zombies entering their school, right? Wrong. All the humans hate the zombies. Even the cheerleaders.
They're just going to school like us.
Like us? Those freaks are nothing like us.
The zombies have to take classes in the basement. They're not even allowed up to the actual school. And if they somehow make it up into the halls of the school, there's a zombie alarm that goes off and everyone freaks out. So I don't even understand why this scene is in the movie where everyone is so happy. All the humans are looking across the fence with hope in their eyes. Doesn't even make sense in the context of the movie. What happened between then and now?
It's my time. This is gonna be my year.
Spoiler alert, this year is not gonna be Zed's year. The first day of school is pretty much a disaster for Zed. As I said, he's not allowed up into the regular school, let alone to the football tryouts. But he ends up trying to sneak out to go to them anyway, and he gets caught.
Wait, what?
He ends up hiding in the very poorly designed zombie safe room. It's a room where you're supposed to be safe from zombies, but Zed was like, oh, zombie safe room. I'll be safe in here, hell yeah. And this is where he meets Addison for the first time.
Hello?
Hello? So since Addison can't see Zed right now, she obviously doesn't know that he's a zombie. I will say it's still kind of a terrifying situation. Oh fuck, I was worried there was gonna be a zombie in here. Good thing it's just a faceless shadow figure. Now I don't have to be scared anymore.
My dad doesn't even think I'm gonna make the team.
What? No, sure you will. You just need someone to cheer for you. And soon, fingers crossed, he'll be like, my job.
Okay, now she's kind of flirting with the faceless shadow figure. She's like, as long as you're not a zombie, I'm cool with you. This is literally a scene out of like a horror movie. I don't know why she's so comfortable being in a room with this guy she's never met before, completely engulfed in shadows. If you were to change out the music in the scene to horror music, it would make a lot more sense.
I'm Zed. What's your name?
Addison, nice to meet you. All clear.
And just like that, a Romeo and Juliet-esque love story starts to unfold, which always begs the question, is this gonna end like Romeo and Juliet? Because if not, stop doing Romeo and Juliet ripoffs, all right? If you're not gonna go all the way and make them kill themselves or each other at the end, no more Romeo and Juliet. I want Zed to eat her at the end of this movie. Otherwise, it's no good. Not a good love story. I want him to eat her Kevin Jonas style. I assume that guy was weird in that movie. We can all agree.
My parents have always hated zombies since one bit my grandpa's ear off.
But now we'll just talk your ear off.
Okay. Hold on, I get it. I know where this movie's going. They reference the fact that her grandpa was bit but not killed by a zombie. And we all know what happens when you get bit by a zombie. You turn into a zombie. But maybe the grandpa was bit so little that he just turned part zombie. And so Addison is actually a tiny % zombie. And that's why her hair is white, and that's why doctors can't explain it, and that's why nobody can explain it, and that's also why my hair is turning white. Nothing gets by me, man. I figured out the twist of this movie before we're even freaking 10 minutes in. Addison is immediately found by her cousin Bucky, who's the captain of the cheerleading team. He's basically like the driving force of this like whole anything different is bad in this movie. So he finds Addison in here. He's pissed because Addison was talking to a zombie, and they escort her out of there ASAP because they have some hazing to do.
Egg that zombie house, and you're both officially one of us.
What? No, we can't do that.
You look lost.
Are zombies always this harassed?
I had no idea life was like this for them.
You punched him in the face. What are you talking about? Are they always this harassed? The only time you've ever come face to face with one, you got violent so fast. Also, we watched you see the fence. We all saw you stare through the fence that was keeping them away from the other students. You did the narration about the zombie apocalypse and the giant wall they put up at the beginning of the movie.
But we built a big barrier.
You fucking liar, you knew. The next day at school, there's a pep rally that the zombies are actually invited to. This pisses Bucky, the cheer captain, off big time. Bucky, again, is a major zombie phobe, so when the zombies are allowed at the pep rally, Bucky comes up with a way to embarrass them all.
Stacy, Lacey, Tracy, bust out the spirit sticks.
Bust out the spirit sticks? That's disgusting, dude. There's kids here. So apparently, even though the Z-Band works wonders on curbing the zombies' urge to eat human flesh, the one thing it doesn't fix is how terrified zombies are of fire. Is that really common zombie lore? I didn't know it was like a thing that all zombies in movies are scared of fire, but I guess they're really playing with that trope. That's that classic stereotype about zombies. So when the pep rally gets going, Bucky busts out the spirit sticks, which are basically just sparklers, and boy, does it scare the zombies.
Let everyone see them for who they really are.
Let everyone see them for who they really are? Dude, they eat people. What a crazy plan. You don't want to see who they really are, man. He gets mauled by the zombies and they start like ripping him to shreds and eating his body. Told you so. Looks like I'm right again. The fire sends Zed's friend into a fit of fucking rage, dude. He pushes over Zed, knocks him to the ground. Apparently that push makes Zed's Z-Band start to malfunction and Zed starts turning into an actual zombie. He starts going freak mode at the pep rally. Holy shit! Oh, nice. Look at the crowd, dude. They're going wild. How is this a standing ovation moment? The zombies caused this whole thing, as far as anyone knows. And Zed helped, kinda. He saved one person and likely paralyzed two others. Are we not gonna talk about those two people he killed? By my math, that's a net negative. Don't clap for that. Also, holy shit, dude. Do not let this kid on the football team. If his Z-Band malfunctions that easily just by hitting the ground and he starts to turn into a zombie, do not let him play football. He's gonna eat his own team. So this scene is absolutely bonkers, and after watching it, I'm sorry, I just have to say it, and I hope you'll agree. Not only is this a bad zombie movie, it's also a terrible metaphor for racism. The best metaphor for racism that Disney could come up with is like, what if there was a group of people that we treated differently just because they look a little bit different, and also because they could snap on a dime and eat your family? That would be wrong, but we do it here in America every day. Yeah! Wait, so this coach sees Zed's insane display of athleticism and asks him to join the football team.
With a monster-like monster player like you, we could turn the football team around.
Okay, Zed, remember, at the slightest impact, your Z-Band could malfunction and you could kill people. Do not join the football team. Do not join the football team. Do not join the football team.
Who's the zombie? I'm the zombie, and this zombie's playing some ball.
No! So Zed joins the football team under the condition that as long as he keeps winning, the zombies can be integrated into the school more and more.
Once you start racking in those wins, then we'll talk about those other demands, all right?
Meaning that not only is Zed on the football team, he now gets to sit in the cafeteria.
In good faith, I will allow zombies to eat in the cafeteria.
In the next scene, Addison tries to go up to Zed to talk to him, flirt a little bit more, but she ends up getting dragged away by the other cheerleaders who lecture her about how it's not okay to be different.
I'm not different.
Your smile. Is that an overbite?
Is one leg longer than the other?
Do you wear corrective lenses?
Do you have the tallest hair anyone's ever seen? That would be embarrassing. We'd hate to find out you have an absurdly different hairstyle. We would hate to find out that sometimes when you get a good idea, you say, think, brain blast. Oh boy, the school would have a field day with that one. So Addison's not really allowed to hang out with Zed in public, which leads them to hang out in the zombie safe room where they first met, where they proceed to sing yet another forgettable, very bland song.
We're gonna be someday.
Usually I'm down for like at least one or two songs out of every Disney Channel movie that has music, but this movie has terrible music. This song is like if you mix Love is an Open Door from Frozen with a knockoff Chainsmokers song and Yummy by Justin Bieber.
Girl, you look delicious. Oh, I mean gorgeous.
Hey Zed, that's actually not fucking funny to joke about. You have eaten people. So it's time for Zed to play in the first football game of the season. It starts off not going very well because Zed's Z-band is just in normal mode. He hasn't activated freak mode yet, but he doesn't want to lose all the new privileges that the zombies have been awarded. So he's like, shit, what can I do? So he convinces Eliza, who's kind of a computer nerd, to hack his Z-band and turn him like halfway to full zombie. And now he's ready to rock, baby.
Dumb luck.
Dumb luck? Why are they surprised that Zed would be strong and fast? Isn't that why they were afraid of zombies in the first place? That's their whole thing, is that they're scary and strong. Were they saying this in the midst of the zombie invasion too? Like somebody's kid gets eaten by a zombie and they're like, dumb luck, beginner's luck. I'd like to see you do that again. And then they do it again. He is going insanely hard though. He's punching the other players. He's not even tackling them. He just murders the opposing team. Do teams from other towns know about the zombies? Because they make it seem like it's something that only happened in Seabrook. Imagine how confused you'd be if you showed up for an away game at another school and they're like, all right, bring out the quarterback, and this fucking freak comes out and starts doing this to people. It'd be like a horror movie, dude. What the fuck is wrong with that guy? He looks sick. He broke Frank. Zed's doing so good at football now that the zombies are getting all sorts of privileges. They actually take down the fence that we saw at the beginning of the movie. Wait, who the fuck is that? Who was that? What was that guy? The guy moving the fence. One of them's a zombie because all zombies have green hair. That guy is not a zombie. Later in the movie, they're like, oh yeah, that was a troll. There's humans, there's zombies, the humans hate the zombies, and then there's trolls, and everybody fucking hates the trolls, all right? Zombies at least have some redeeming qualities. Trolls have none. Trolls actually suck ass and they stink. No justice is owed to them. Even they'll tell you that they don't deserve shit. Football season continues to go great. We get the classic things are going well montage that's in every movie ever. Oh, and then Zed invites Addison to a zombie party where there is another extremely lame song, but we do get another interesting piece of zombie lore in this song, and that is that zombies are extremely bouncy. My guy is just bouncing off the floor like it's nothing, dude. He's right, I can't do that. I can't do it like he can. Such a strange piece of lore to drop at this point in the movie.
The big problem is my parents won't let me cheer until they meet you.
Great, so I'll just win them over with my quick wit and charming smile.
They don't know you're a zombie. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry for making things difficult for you.
No, you haven't done anything wrong besides being you.
Doesn't that imply that being him is wrong?
You haven't done anything wrong besides being you.
You haven't done anything wrong, man. You know, besides, you know, the way that you are. Uh-oh, the bullies have found out that Zed is hacking his Z-band to make himself more zombie-like. Uh-oh, they're stealing Eliza's laptop. Uh-oh, they're hacking the Z-band. Sorry, does every Disney Channel character know how to hack a computer? There's always a character who definitely knows how to hack computers, but then it seems like when push comes to shove, everybody knows how to do it. It makes it a lot less impressive that like the nerdy computer girl knows how to do it when like the cheerleader can figure it out in a matter of seconds. Are there like computer hacking classes in every Disney Channel original movie high school? Uh-oh, they hacked all the Z-bands at the football game. The zombies are about to go full zombie. Oh no! Are we about to watch somebody get murdered? Everybody run! Oh no, here he comes. Kind of thought he was going to be a little faster than that. Sorry, so this is what everyone was scared of the entire time? I thought they were going to be like 28 Days Later zombies that can sprint, or like I Am Legend type zombies. They are so slow. Just leave. How is this even remotely scary in a world where cars exist? Just run them over. So the zombies get wrangled up, arrested. This guy electrocutes them or something. I swear to God, dude, the only thing that could make this scene worse is another bland ass song. God damn it. Dude, this is a batshit climax of the movie. This town was just terrorized by monsters. They don't know why the zombies turned on them. They just know that they're no longer safe. People's lives were flashing before their eyes, and the popular cheerleader bursts into song out of nowhere to tell everybody that her hair was slightly lighter than everyone thought. The song wasn't even about her at all. It was about standing up for the zombies. It's like she forgot what she was singing about halfway through the song. She was like, what am I standing up for again? Oh yeah, that's right. Me. Yes, that is an appropriate reaction. Thank you. The ending of this movie kind of comes out of nowhere. The cheerleading squad is performing at some kind of state or national championship, and after the zombies get out of zombie jail, some of them decide to go to the championship to try to sabotage the cheer team. But it turns out they're so bad on their own, they don't even need to be sabotaged. Okay, kind of mean. This grown adult just laughing at these kids as they're not doing well in a cheer competition.
Get off the stage, Bucky!
Okay, who is this guy? Are we supposed to know who this guy is? Why is he being so mean?
Let's go see the cheer! Get off the stage, zombie!
Who is that? Why is he so mad? We've never seen this character before. Why are we focusing on his reaction so much? Anyways, the zombies decide, you know what? Let's be the bigger person. Let's help out the cheer team. We're gonna win over the humans by helping them perform the coolest cheer performance ever.
All right, here's the plan. We're gonna let our freak flags fly.
Dude, gross. There's kids here. Can't do that. Basically, they perform and everyone loves it. The crowd's going wild. They never show that one guy again, so maybe he's still pissed off, but everyone else likes it. And that's pretty much the end of the movie. Oh, you wanted to know why Addison's hair is white, if they ever reveal that? If my prediction was right? Yeah, they don't do that. They never explain it at all. They set it up to be some big reveal, and then they just never talk about it. At least, not in this movie. I have heard there are 3 of these movies, and they explain it, I think, in the 3rd one. So, you gotta wait a long-ass time to figure out why her hair's white. Your hair's gonna be white by the time you find out why her hair's white. Alright, well, that's the end. That's the end. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. That's what I call my followers. We're the strongest, fastest growing army on YouTube. Please do not look that up. I'll see you guys next time with a really interesting video.